This is the Mancow Morning Show podcast. Listen to the show live weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on 97.9 The Loop.
Phone scam time! Hot damn, it's a Mancow phone scam. Hot damn, it's a Mancow phone scam. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Funeral home.
I need to talk to somebody about buying some embalming fluid and like a coffin.
Okay.
You guys sell that stuff?
I can help you with coffins, but embalming fluids, no.
All right, I'll see what I can find with that then.
Well, what exactly were you looking for?
Well, I had this party at my apartment last weekend.
Uh-huh.
And this dude, I don't know, he like OD'd or something, but he
That's a
kicked
problem.
the bucket, and I need to take care of this.
Have you contacted the police yet?
Well, to tell you the truth, I've got I got a crystal meth lab in my place. I don't want to go back to
That's
prison,
a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a call if you can find some place that sells embalming fluid, all right?
Okay, then. I'll get back to you.
Cool, man.
And what's your name?
This is Blade.
Blade, he's
What
cool.
was that?
Blade.
All right.
All right, man. Get back to me with that embalming fluid. Man.
Okay.
All right, man.
Hey, who got
Bye-bye.
naked? Who got naked last night?
Khaleesi, finally.
What happened? Why did she stop getting naked? She got all serious.
She got all serious, but last night she was in a pit of fire, and all her clothes burnt off.
Like all you could see everything.
As that happens.
Oh,
Everything.
This is Game of
just the
Thrones
top.
talk. Remember how Kathy used to wear these tight gold lame pants?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, now she got a guy now, so she doesn't need to do that for us anymore.
That's right. I like them a little. I like the boyfriend jeans now. That's what they're called. A little baggy,
they
a little
button
more
up under
comfortable.
her chin. They button up under her chin.
Excuse me, pardon me, miss. I just have to know, are those camel toe jeans you're wearing?
Why, yes. These are camel toes.
I thought so.
Mo Rocca, welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You're everywhere. I mean, are you officially part of anything, or you just float?
I just float around. I mean, I'm a grifter, a drifter. I'm like all, I don't know. I just sort of, I'm a temp.
And what are you doing now? I mean, what are you pimping anything, or are you just on just to talk?
Just going on to talk, yeah.
Wow.
Are we on the air right now?
I'm afraid so, Mo, yeah. This is about as good as it gets.
No, this is great. I was doing a story on peacock infestation in Coconut Grove in a part of Miami. So, I mean, my head is just totally full of peacock right now. Sorry, that sounds really obscene. But
it does, yes.
And by the way, they're really gross. I mean, I thought when I went down, how can anyone not like peacocks? They're really, really aggressive. And the guano, if you don't hose it down in a couple of hours, it stains. I mean, it's really disgusting.
And they also have foul sounds, don't they?
Yeah, no, they're real screamers, and so what happens is they really only have
like you, Kathy,
like
screamers.
3 times a year, for 3 months of the year,
and creamers.
That was told you more than you need to know about me. From January to March, they're mating, and they go like for really, really long periods.
Nonstop. If you had those in your backyard, wouldn't you just kill them?
Somebody, I think, is killing the peacocks. And I think it's like it feels like an episode of Murder, She Wrote, or somebody needs to, Angela Lansbury needs to get down there and figure out what's happening because the numbers are dwindling now. But they do slow down traffic, and there are a lot of really obnoxious people that are driving around, like in Beamers, and you see them having to slow down to about 20 miles an hour because the peacocks are in the middle of the road and they can't get through.
I'd run over.
97.9 The Loop. A Cumulus station. This is WLUP-FM, Chicago.
Pull the plug! Pull the plug! Pull the plug!
Letting Steve Dahl die. Next on the Mancow. 97.9 The Loop. Up next on the Mancow.
Chuck Norris and sports coming up. And nudity on Game of Thrones.
Yes!
In fact, that girl we like is naked again.
Mancow on 97.9 The Loop.
It's Monday.
It eats up the pavement with a
7:40 today. I'm giving you the key word. 7:40 today. Get you a key to start this beast.
Without the weight to slow it down. It's long and and built to go fast. It's a 2016 Harley Davidson, Dinah Street Bob, and Crushed Ice Pro.
Hey, guys, 7:40 today.
Yes.
What happens at 7:40 today, Dad?
What?
Yeah.
What happens at 7:40 today?
God,
Wow.
that's a nightmare, isn't it?
That is.
That big beast with 1 foot.
What?
Daddy. You know what they say?
want more.
Once you go black, you're a single mom, Kathy. Oh, it's a joke. Excellent parents in his neighborhood. Excellent. Hey, so 6:09 right now, and we called Jerry only, and I guess I can play it now. Charlie is coming up. The original Charlie is what our kids will say, not knowing that there was a better Charlie in the Chocolate Factory with Gene Wilder.
Oh, yes.
That was the best.
Way better.
Right.
And the one remade with
Charlie and the Man.
What was the moron?
Because that was
Chico and the Man. That's right.
Chico's Man.
Oh.
From Chico and the Man, the TV show that nobody would remember.
I didn't
and
know
then
that.
of
You
course
just remembered it.
Chico killed himself.
He did.
Freddie Prinze, but thanks to Freddie Prinze, we have Freddie Prinze Jr., the star of the Scooby Doo movies. He played Fred. Now Scooby Doo was voiced by. Okay, never mind. I can go on and on with these. You know I can. So
You are good at a cocktail party.
Freddie Highmore, who was he? Is he in the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
He was Charlie in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
No, but he was the Charlie in which one?
The Johnny Depp.
Oh, that was awful. Oh,
That was
God, did
horrible.
that suck. And that little, I don't know what that little
The Oompa Loompa.
the little Muslim midget that was in everything.
Oh, right.
Weird. He's the same midget in every one.
Isn't he Indian?
I don't know. I thought he was a Muslim guy. I don't care. Not that it matters. Everybody's the same. Nobody is just sitting. Everybody, use the bathroom. We broke news here, guys. We broke news with this phone call. Do you understand we broke news?
Yes.
Do you understand sports headlines coming up with the one-footed African American is coming up? Do you understand that? Good.
This is Jerry Only. It is a very special day. I will be in the studio most of the summer working on new songs, so I will not be answering the phone. I'll only answer texts. If you need to get in touch with me, please call King Tut. I'll be checking in with him every night. And if it's about the machine shop, please call my mom. If it's about the machine shop, I'm sure you have her number. Have a great day. God bless.
Wait, what? Jerry, it's Mancow. Call me.
How you doing, kid?
Oh, wait a minute. I was calling on the other line. If I call you back, it's the number you won't recognize. That's our hotline number. Will you pick up?
Well, I tell you what, Mancow, right now we are in a total ninja blackout situation. And until both me and Glenn are together to be able to do
Blackout,
something,
I think
we
he's here
got
doing
to kind of
sports.
lay low. I'm sure you can understand.
Okay, well, but, but it's me. We're lovers, aren't we?
Excuse me?
No, listen. As soon as you can talk, will you come on the show?
Of course. Look, I'm your boy. I was always your boy.
All right, brother. As soon as it's official,
How's the buzz? I mean, if you're calling me, you're better than the president as far as I'm concerned.
Thank you, brother. It's the buzz. The buzz is huge, and the Loop listeners want to know what's going on. Well, anyway, we broke the story, and I hope they're not mad at us for playing that. But Danzig is back,
which is huge news. if
Jerry
you're a
only.
Misfits fan.
They're playing Chicago. They are playing
Riot Fest.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll have
It's
them
only
in here.
Denver. Two shows. The whole reunion.
Do you want them to come in here?
He implied that they might go on tour. When
Do you
he
want
was
them to
on
come in
the air.
here?
Yes.
Yeah, of
They're
course.
friends of mine. I just got to make a call. I mean, if you guys want it, I can make it
make
happen.
the call.
Well, you heard me. I just made a call, and I'll make another one coming up. Sports headlines coming. You know the guy that did Cars?
Cars like that
Gary
Cars?
Newman.
Yes.
Saw him last night at the Metro.
Nice.
He'll be there again tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. Tonight and tomorrow. Tonight is the night. It's hard to explain. Tonight's the big night.
Is there like a special surprise happening? What do you mean tonight's the night?
Well, he's doing
3 different albums.
He's doing three different albums, and tonight's the album that has the most hits, including
wow.
this innovative track called Cars. Thought he was going to come back on and see us when he was in town. I hope he comes in. I guess it'll have to be tomorrow.
98. More commercial-free rock and roll than any other station.
Were we originally called the Loop 98?
Yes.
How long ago?
Not that long ago. Probably went to 97.9, maybe 12, 13 years ago.
Really? That early? Wow.
All the stations back in the day were all,
They
the
would
Loop,
round.
FM 98. Or
By the way.
890.
97.9, I guess, because when it went digital. But
Went digital, right. But before that, it's
isn't 98 close
FM
enough?
98.
Can you still hear us on 98? No, I'm serious. Can you still hear us on 98? Do we need to say 97.9?
It would technically, I guess it would be a little fuzzy. If you were on 90, if you had a digital.
And you know what? And the Greek girl will tell you, I do love it a little fuzzy. I do.
When it comes to small boobs or big boobs, most men say, yes, please. The Mancow on 97.9 The Loop.
Come on, Al. Bounce those big old bitties for me. Bounce those tight old bitties. Bounce them, diabetes boy. Bounce those tig old bitties. $6:15.
Hey,
how are you, Chuck Norris?
I'm doing great, man. Cal, how you doing, bud?
Welcome back to the program.
Thanks. It's a pleasure. You know, these Chuck Norris facts, there's one Chuck Norris fact says, America's not a democracy, it's a Chuck-tatorship. Now, if that was true, man, Cal, if that was true, I would go to Washington, D.C., and I'd line up every member of Congress, point out the honest and the dishonest ones.
Yeah.
And as we go down the row, honest, and then corrupt. And I'd say, okay, you're fired.
Ooh.
And if they didn't move immediately, I'd choke them unconscious and drag them over to the pile.
Nice.
Now that's what I'd do if it really was a Chuck-tatorship, man, Cal.
There you go. Chuck Norris.
Chicago keeps turning to the Loop, FM 98.
Rock on, Chicago.
What do you just find those old tapes laying around?
I did.
Yeah. All right. What's that, Al? I can't hear it because your mic wasn't on. Now your mic is on. Why?
Oh, sorry. I thought my mic was on.
Your
Considering
mic is
I was
on.
standing
What?
here in the studio.
Why
in
did
front
you
of
say it?
It's the Mancow Morning Show podcast, which means you can't call in. Well, you can, but you're going to end up talking to some part-time bored up with a speech impediment. Listen live for the real deal. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on The Loop. And now, 2 minutes of sports in 60 seconds.
Cubs Pirates, John Lester takes a no-hitter into the seventh before it's broken up. He gets outpitched in the end by Garrett Cole. Cubs lose 2-1. They're off today. Start a series 90 miles to the north against the Brewers.
How are they doing?
They have an 8-game lead in the division, best record in baseball, and they still even have double-digit losses. Sox lose to the Yankees in New York 7-5. Sox are back home tomorrow to start a series with the Astros. And the Philadelphia 76ers have become the first team in all 4 major U.S. sports to sell an ad on their jersey announcing this morning that the ticket company StubHub will have its logo on the team jersey beginning in the 2017-2018
It's going to be $500
season.
million over 3 years.
That's Mancow's in Your Face Sports on 97.9 The Loop.
Do you know Charlie Beinlichs?
Who is that?
It's just
It's
a
either an
bar.
old blues guy or it's a candy.
No, I was sitting there and just the talk was the Cubs, and I didn't want to say, really, I don't give a shiznit. But so I said, just to kind of fit in, yeah, they're fantastic. I don't care as long as it's a Chicago team. That'd be great. And my wife looks at me and goes, you're such a sellout. I don't want to get my ass kicked in this bar. We were all drinking pretty heavy.
Sure.
By the way, big boobs or little boobs, Kathy? I like your little boobs.
Oh,
if that's what's keeping you from sleeping with me, I won't judge you by them. I really won't.
Man.
No. I like you little Greek girls. I like how fuzzy and cute you are. Fuzzy and cute.
Fuzzy in all the right places.
By the way, I talked to Dr. Levine.
What place
Dr. Levine?
The one place that counts.
I talked to
Dr. Levine.
Dr. Larry Levine?
From Rush.
Yeah. And
What who diagnosed your boyish taint?
Yeah, he said, no, listen to this. Listen to this. This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
He said women that have more arm hair and a little bit of facial hair, whatever,
Yeah.
the hairier the woman, the more sexual they are. Women with no hair.
Well, then I'm very, very sexual.
Well, God, all my girls have had my Italian wife had a goatee by the time she was in 4th grade, so that's perfect.
Nice place, but I hate traveling, and I always hate traveling. I guess because my dad used to beat me with a globe, and when I was younger, I used to hitchhike. You ever hitchhike? That's the way to see a country, huh? Bound and gagged in the trunk of a lunatic's car. I'm getting rope burns and a bleeding just thinking about it. I'd tell you more, but I'd need a puppet. Now, all these plane crashes, what's the name? She was talking about it, and the other guy. Everybody's talking about plane crashes. My favorite plane crash, and I guess it's wrong to have a favorite, but I have to tell you. Now listen to me, all right? About 3 years ago, off the coast of Colombia, a plane went down. I'll never forget it, because I lost a brick of cocaine in the deal. Now, these people, not only were they in a plane crash, but they say some people were eaten by sharks. How unlucky do you have to be for the two oddest things ever to happen to you at one time? Plane crash, shark, lightning.
Can you imagine? We survived the plane crash. Here comes the sharks.
Cooperation and education.
Coming up next, ADD News.
The Mancow on the loop.
6:30. So they went live, and just to prove it's live. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. They did a live call-in with Homer, and Love Cheese said there's no way it was live. I got news for you. Yeah. When you go to Disney, you can talk to the turtle.
Oh, yeah, it's so awesome.
It is
From
awesome.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
They do that. It's responding and talking.
Right.
Hey, dude, what's up, what's your name?
Yeah, there's somebody backstage that's
Well,
responding.
so why couldn't they do the same thing? Hook up.
Of course
with
they
a
could.
computer.
Right.
Dan Castaneda, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
the guy that does Homer.
Hello. I've gathered you here because I have an important announcement. This is the last episode of The Simpsons. It's been a great run. Just kidding. The Simpsons will never end. Now I've told you 2 lies. And to prove that we're live, on Saturday Night Live, last night, Drake was terrible.
and there's a woman in town, and you go back to SCTV or Saturday Night Live or any of this stuff. Farley, he used to just be driven crazy by this woman, and she's a friend of mine. I like her, but she takes credit for everybody ever.
Yeah, that's right.
That nobody was anything until they met her.
Right.
And she has a book. And did you guys all take classes with her?
I did.
I think I made you guys at one point on the show.
Yeah,
I made everybody take classes.
I did.
And
but her dog died right around the same time, so she was gone half the time.
Read the book. Read the book. Read the book. Read the book.
Good
Buy
thing
the
I
book.
read the book.
All you have to do is buy the book.
Okay.
And the secret, and it's this woman Charna Halpern, and they made fun of her on The Simpsons
All
last
night
night.
long they made fun of her.
And
it was hilarious.
And it made me laugh. But, and Mike Meyer and all these people, she's like, I made Mike Meyer, I made Chris Farley. And they go, not really.
Homer walks into the improv class. He goes, is
Chicago.
This the improv
This is
class?
Chicago, yeah.
They go, yes,
and
have a seat.
So, if you ever thought of going to that old building and spending a bunch of money for Second City lessons or going over to Improv Olympics or IO as the cool kids call it,
Yeah.
all you got to know is yes and. My God, Kathy, what is that big mole with hair? Is that cancerous?
Yes, it really hurts too.
Okay, you just got to say yes. That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. That's the secret. Sorry to let you down. Show's over. 6:31 at the Loop. So what'd you think of it, Cheese?
It was kind of cool. Homer Simpson was supposed to be live, and all through the episode, they kept putting up, call now to ask Homer Simpson questions.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, he actually took calls that were supposed to be live, and it was just people.
You don't believe it was live.
Steve.
You don't believe it was live.
I don't understand how they could, but they
Well, how
actually
else
made
could
it
he
sound...
know that? How else could they have known that Drake was on TV last night?
And
It's
he
not like
sucked.
that's known. It's not like Drake hosting was known for months and months.
Yeah, nobody's known that. They haven't known that.
I mean, come on, man. You are the Prince of the Universe. I'm the Mancow. This is Chicago on a Monday. Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon coming up. Who is Louise Harrison? Oh,
George
she's back.
Harrison's sister,
Oh, I
yes,
love her.
yes.
And Freddie Highmore, Charlie from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, is going to be on Bates Hotel. Does he play master Bates, the head of the household. Thank you. And scene. You are the princes of the universe. You know how it is when you travel along and you think, God, it's going to be an hour to an hour and a half, and then you look at your actual GPS, Garmin, whatever you have, even your phone with Yelp and the distance, however you do it. What do you use? I don't know. But and you see, wow, it's going to be an hour to an hour and a half, and it's 2 miles. Does that ever shock you guys?
Oh, yeah. Not in Chicago, no.
So... since I've moved, because I lived downtown Chicago for many, many years, okay?
Right.
From 94 till about 2 years ago. And I just have no idea where anything is.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Because everything was from the...
It makes sense.
I went to this place called the Glen. Does anybody know what this is?
No.
I've heard of it. Isn't
Wait,
it like a
yes,
park area?
No, yes and yes. It's just an outdoor mall.
Yeah.
And it used to be a naval base, and they it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. It doesn't matter.
So it's in Glenview.
The point is, we used to drive up from the city. It was about a 2-hour drive, and they decorate nice for Christmas. And they have this, well, it's out of business now, we found out. But they had this gelato place, and we would drive about 2 hours, and kids bundle up because it's outside. Brr, we're going to have hot chocolate and see the lights, and it'll be great. And the kids' museum's over there. I used to take my kids there.
Oh, nice.
About a 2-hour drive, 4 hours in the car. We'd sing along. Old MacDonald had a farm. Okay, whatever. And now it's in my backyard.
Wow.
I literally looked over the hedge in my backyard, and there it is.
Wow.
I had no idea. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. You ever driven past something, and you for years you've driven past? I didn't know there was
Oh, sure.
that was there.
Right.
Yeah.
You're oblivious to things
Like a
when you're in the
homeless guy
car.
or something, or maybe a dead guy on the sidewalk. I don't know what it would be. Do you get hassled when you walk in here?
No.
From homeless people?
There's the one
From
guy that
homeless,
always
no.
yells right out front. Is always yelling at something. He's there every morning,
No, that's
every
a-
day when I leave.
That's that crazy man. That's Steve Dahl, the old radio host. He's insane. He's insane. No, there was a guy today. He was, I'm telling you, he was damn entertaining to himself.
Aw.
He was having a very entertaining conversation with himself.
Really? What was he saying?
Blah, 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 blah. Garbage. It's nonsense. Drugged up losers. I mean, oh, I'm sorry. No, everybody's the same. He's no better than me. I'm no better than him. The kids that decided not to go to school and slept in their own urine, they're no better than me. They're no worse than me. That guy on Lower Wacker that didn't apply himself, that just wanted to do drugs all day, when I scorn drugs, he's the same as me. In fact, I work now to give him money. Isn't that nice? Doesn't it suck we live in a world that we can't call losers losers? I'm sorry, you choose drugs. Right? You want to be rude to people. You want to beat your wife. You want to do things that aren't socially acceptable. You're going to end up an outcast.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think about The Purge? You ever see this movie? Once a year you get to kill someone.
No, I haven't heard of
It's called The Purge. It's what you do after you eat a big lunch.
Oh, okay.
And that's not nice. Anyway, who would you kill?
If I could kill one person?
Yeah, if I could kill one person. If I could. Who would
Well,
you
it's hard
kill?
to narrow it down to just one.
Who would you kill?
Gosh.
Here's
I
the
don't think
thing.
I could kill
Here's the
anybody.
thing. If I say it, I think I'd get arrested.
No,
I know
we're
who
just
Mancow
speaking
wants.
hypothetically.
Yeah, if you say it.
But do you ever think about some of these people that just make our world awful?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't there a Bobcat? Wasn't there basically a Bobcat movie? Bobcat Goldthwait. Didn't he do a movie with Bill Murray's brother a year or two ago, like called The United States of America, something like this, where basically a guy, and they're not named, but basically he decides he's just going to kill the Kardashians to save America. Do you remember this movie?
That's funny.
I mean, I seriously, I think about some of these people. Wouldn't it be better off if they had a bullet in them?
Yeah.
The Kardashians?
Is that no? I'm not talking about them. They're harmless whores, really.
Except Rob Kardashian.
And Caitlyn's so brave.
Hey,
you know,
girls just want to have fun.
You know, Caitlyn's getting a facial, okay, and not the kind of facial I'd like to give Caitlyn. But
hell yeah.
Caitlyn's getting a facial before the Gay and Lesbian Awards, okay?
Sure.
Getting a facial.
Yeah.
Totally worth it to be a woman. Totally worth it. And I just think, I mean, I don't think women should be reduced to their genitals. And Bruce or Caitlyn now has, still has a functioning penis. So I guess we don't. It's not based on vagina or penis. But what Bruce Jenner, now Caitlyn, considers a woman was against everything that the women of San Francisco stood for when I was there. And I'm not talking about lesbian women. I'm just saying the women of Texas, for example, and Atlanta put on makeup, and they look. They're just really dressed up every day.
Overdone, sure.
The women in San Francisco did nothing. I'm not shaving my legs for a man. I'm not going to trim under my arms.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. So they were just plain.
Right.
And then here it's kind of half and half.
Right.
What I love about Chicago is the women are really fat
Mm-hmm.
and think they're great looking. And they have bitch attitudes, which I don't understand. Which you don't get in Atlanta or Dallas.
Right.
Women are different in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
So here at least they're fat, but they think they're solid 3s, but they all think they're 10s. It's amazing. It's amazing. Good for them. You know what? Good for them. Good for them.
You go, girl.
I may have a fat slob daughter someday, and I want her to believe that she's
she's
hot.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with living a lie.
There's always going to be somebody there for her. If
That's
she's a
right.
fat slob.
Said the large black man. Anyway, I'm Mancow Muller at 6:40 right now. Where was I going with this, Kathy?
So you were saying...
But so I just remember, and God, being a heterosexual man in San Francisco, geez, was it unbelievable?
Yeah.
Love Cheese, our technical producer, he was there with me. I mean,
1%.
3 to 6 women a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
They were begging me. There's not enough. First of all, there's triple the women statistically, and then half the guys that are there are gay guys. I'm not bashing gay guys. I loved it.
Fact.
I loved it.
Yeah.
So the female to male ratio was off the charts.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm not shaving my legs. I'm not. So now everything that a woman is, and they're celebrating Caitlyn, is breasts and makeup and dresses.
Right.
I'm a woman.
Right.
So I can't wrap my mind around. I'm not being hateful in any way. I just don't understand it. Ignorance isn't hate. It's ignorance.
Right.
I'm just ignorant to it. Oh, look, I love being a woman. I'm getting a facial. Ooh, I love putting makeup on. Ooh, look, and I've got this little black dress. And yet the women that I knew in San Francisco that were trying to break through stereotypes, they weren't about dresses.
Right.
They weren't about makeup. They weren't about nail polish. And that's everything that Caitlyn is. Caitlyn is everything feminine as through a man's sexist attitude.
Absolutely, but you have to give her some time to evolve. She's only been a woman for a year. So at this point, she's like a 12-year-old girl. She's enjoying makeup. She's playing with things. She wants a facial.
You know what?
She'll
Thank you for
grow
this.
up.
Thank you. She's a 12-year-old girl. Looks like a 65-year-old dude, but I get it. John Miller. Is John Miller Donald Trump? Apparently, John Miller has been calling people for years.
It's just that he really decided that he wasn't, he didn't want to make the commitment. He didn't want to make a commitment. He really thought it was too soon. He's coming out.
Has Donald Trump been calling people for years as John Miller? Hang on.
Doing tremendously well financially. You saw he got his licenses 5-0 the other day, and totally unanimous. And he's really been working hard and doing well. And probably, as you know, there's a real estate depression in the United States, and he's probably doing as well as anybody there is.
Up next on the Mancow.
Yeah, we're going to let you judge. We got many phone calls from this John Miller. Is it really Donald Trump? 6:48 right now, and I guess, I know in less than an hour, 50 minutes from now, I'm going to give you a key word. You text that keyword, and you get a key that will start, hopefully, the 2016 Harley-Davidson Dynastreet model, the Dynastreet Bob.
Nice.
And why is it called Mamakin?
Because it's an Aerosmith song.
That's my favorite Aerosmith song.
Guns N' Roses did a better version, but it's live.
Sloop John B., do you know that song?
Yes.
Do you know God Only Knows? Wouldn't it be nice? Beach Boy songs?
Yes.
These are masterpieces. It was 50 years ago today. Wouldn't it be nice if we were married? Right? And it changed everything. 50 years ago, Pet Sounds came out, Beach Boys. Tony Asher helped write the lyrics with Brian Wilson. Sound effects, harmonies, bicycle bells, harpsichords, the theremin, Hawaiian instruments, Coca-Cola cans, barking dogs, all put together by the Wall of Sound producers. And the Beatles heard it and went, that's what drove Brian Wilson insane.
Oh, wow.
That was their competition around the world. The Beatles and the Beach Boys. People forget this. And they would put out an album, the Beach Boys would top it. They'd put out another album, the Beach Boys would top it. And that was it, man. Brian Wilson heard, I think it was Sgt. Pepper, pulled over and went, I can't, and had a breakdown.
Wow.
I can't do it.
Really?
I can't do it anymore.
Wow.
He thought it was such an incredible piece. Anyway, we should play something off that today. I just wasn't made for these times. And what a great recording. Anyway, 50 years ago, this morning, you would have been able to walk into the store in 1966 and pick that up. You ready for an axe attack?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
I would love to see your hatchet.
wound.
I would love to see your hatchet wound.
Oh, God. That's so disgusting.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my hatchet wound?
No, I'm a cannibal. I like chopping people up.
Oh, okay.
You always think everything's so dirty.
I guess I better get my mind out of the gutter.
Warning, this album is loud and heavy. Axe Attack with UFO. Black Sabbath. Axe Attack with Gillan. Rainbow. Axe Attack with AC/DC, Judas Priest, Motorhead, Whitesnake, and the best of the rest on this incredible album, Axe Attack from K-Tel.
Did you have axe attack, Kathy?
Wow.
Because I'd like to give you an axe wound attack. You know how good that album was?
Oh, I bet.
Oh, come on. Wait a minute. It was so good.
Warning, there's more heavy sounds on Axe Attack Volume 2 with Rainbow.
Axe Attack 2!
Def Leppard. Scorpions and Whitesnake. Rush, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest.
Yeah, what a lineup.
Black Sabbath, Gillan, Motorhead, and the best of the rest on this amazing album, Axe Attack Volume 2, out now from K-Tel.
Are you ready for Axe Attack 3?
Yes.
Oh, I've been waiting
more?
I've been waiting for 25 years.
There's more?
Been waiting for 25 years.
And now, from the mean streets of Chicago, a little humor here. A bum with a joke.
Bum jokes, it's time for a bum joke.
Did you hear about the kidnap at school? Everything's fine, he woke up.
Bum jokes.
The Mancow on 97.9 The Loop.
Did you hear about the kid napping at school? The kidnapping at school? He woke up. It smells like Bigfoot's junk in here. What is that?
Sex Panther cologne.
Sex Panther cologne?
That's what Anchorman
Less than an hour now, 7:40. I give you the key word that gets you the key that could start the third Rock and Bike. One a week. We're giving away one a week. This is a 2016 Harley Davidson Dynasty Bop. Yeah.
Mom? Hello? I called there about 2 minutes ago, and I was on hold for a long time.
What can I help you with?
I want to know how much paper towels are.
They start at about 97.
Extra absorbent.
Paper towels run from 97 cents.
Isn't this the son from Breaking Bad?
$3 for a 2-pack.
No, I'm serious. I'm being serious.
How much for a 2-pack?
All the way up to $3, sir.
Okay.
Walt Jr., isn't it?
How much for toilet paper?
There's a wide range of prices on toilet paper, sir.
Okay, a toilet paper holder. How much are those cost?
I'm not real sure right off. They range in price. We carry a bunch of different varieties.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Your mom died, Black Betty. How long is her room still untouched, or have you finally started to touch it? How long did it sit there?
I haven't been in the room much at all.
Really?
In the last few years. And then Mother's Day just happened, and her birthday's May 24th.
You know she's still in there.
This is a tough time.
He left her in the room.
Don't say that.
No. Okay. Have you had anything supernatural happen?
All the time.
Like what?
All the time. Our cat will just stare up the steps.
That's probably because you got squirrels and mice in the walls.
And then shoot up the steps and start running around, and then stop.
Uh-huh.
Stare.
That's what cats do.
And then
all cats do that. I hate to tell them. Did that when you're... No, does the cat ever go like this?
Black Betty. No, I'm afraid not. No.
I'm cute, right, babe? That's all they want to know when they're drunk. How cute are they? Women love the word cute. Some of you perked up when I said it, right? And they'll text, I'm cute, right, babe? Yes, babe, you're cute. I'm cuter than everything ever, right, babe? Yes, you're cuter than all the evers. I'm cuter than all your dumb exes, right, babe? Yes, babe, you're cuter than all my dumb exes. Because Sophia was cute, but I'm cuter than Sophia, right? That's a trick question, okay? Yeah, because they got you on the telemarketer. Yes, roll. So what are you going to say? Yes, you're cuter than Sophia. So you've been comparing us, huh? And they got you. Because women always want to see if they can pull you in an argument, right? They prepare arguments for weeks. They make arguments like spiders make webs, right? They do. They always get them ready. They're like, and he didn't say I was cute, and he had lunch without me, and he hangs out with Todd, and I hate Todd. And they set up an argument web with a bunch of points that only make sense of them, and a bunch of things you said that you don't remember you said them, but they remember you said them. They remember everything you said ever since the beginning of the relationship. And they twist and they tighten, they make it real sticky, and they're just like, they just sit there. And it's like Charlotte's Web. It just says boss right at the top.
I want to love somebody. I hear you need somebody to love.
This is the theme to Mancow Show. The theme to Mancow Show. Mancow called me up and asked if I would write his
Yo, Sarah. Hey, you there?
How do you like it so
Thought this girl Sarah was there.
Hello, I'm here.
Oh, okay. We're going to put you on the radio here in just a second.
Mancow Show.
Got to wait for the theme song to end here.
This is the music that you hear early in the morning. We're almost at the part of where I start.
You guys want to whistle? You can.
This is the theme to Mancow's radio show.
Al, you can do a little dance too if you want.
This is the theme to Mancow's radio show.
Bing, bing, bong, bong.
Trump remixed by DJ Love Cheese.
Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing, bing, bong, bong. Bing, bing, bong, bong.
What's your name again? John Miller. And you work with
Is John Miller really Donald Trump? Did he used to call people as another guy?
What kind of comment is coming from your agency or from Donald? Well, it's just that he really decided that he wasn't, he didn't want to make the commitment. He didn't want to make a commitment. He really thought it was too soon. He's coming out of a marriage that, and he's starting to do tremendously well financially. As you saw, he got his licenses 5-0 the other day, and totally unanimous. And he's really been working hard and doing well. And probably, as you know, there's a real estate depression in the United States, and he's probably doing as well as anybody there is. And frankly, he wants to keep it that way. And he just thought it was too soon to make any commitment to anybody. So what is going to happen with her? Is she being asked to leave, or she's going to be allowed to stay? Well, she can. He treats everybody well, and you don't know him, but he's a. No, I have met him. Have you met him? Yes. He's a good guy, and he's not going to hurt anybody. The one article said he's going to throw around the apartment is total nonsense. He's
Okay, look, he has a very unique voice. He did say, look, a lot of people do Donald Trump impressions.
That's right.
And I think we've had some of them on the show.
Yep.
Ultimately, that was settled.
I want to tell you, though, they went to reporters, and reporters go, oh, yeah, we knew this. We've known it for years. He does that. He calls us John Miller, and it's Donald. Everybody knows it. And I just think about, and it doesn't mean it's true, but I just think about it was just known knowledge in San Francisco where Bill Cosby came up, where he would do comedy clubs and radio. It was just known that if you wanted Cosby, you sent a black girl. He wasn't going to talk to anybody white. Mm-hmm. An extreme racist. I'm not saying it's true. It was just, that's what everybody said, and that was just kind of get your hottest African-American girl and send her over. And young.
All right.
If you, not thinking they would be raped.
Sure.
Not thinking they would be raped, please.
Right.
But San Francisco, Cosby had, he was always playing there, or certainly in the Tahoe area, whatever. He was nearby. And you didn't send a white person because he hated white people. And it's the same thing with Jada. If you want to get near Will Smith, you didn't send somebody white because she doesn't like white people. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying what we were always told by everybody. That was just kind of the common knowledge. Common knowledge doesn't mean it's right.
Right.
It doesn't mean it's true.
Sure.
But when they went to these reporters, they went, yeah, everybody in New York knows that Donald Trump calls and says he's John Miller. That's something he does.
Okay.
And we laugh about it. Right. I kind of went, I wonder if that's really true. Is John Miller Donald?
A lot of the people that you write about, and you people do a great job, by the way, but a lot of the people that you write about really are, they call. They just call. Actresses, people that you write about just call to see if they can go out with them and things. And you can't say, did Madonna ever really call? He was so set up with that. Madonna called, and what happened, I don't know if you want to listen to this. No, I do. Do you? You have a second. Yeah, obviously. What happened is there was a benefit at the Plaza Hotel, which he owns, for Vreeland, and for Martha Graham. And it was a ballroom benefit for Martha Graham, actually, just before she passed away. And Madonna was there, and she came in a beautiful evening gown and combat boots. She was wearing combat boots. And Trump was asked to go over and meet her. He was there just for a little while to say hello and to make a speech, to make it like an introductory speech. Madonna was in the room, and so somebody from Madonna's entourage, because she comes in with an entourage of dancers and everything else, and somebody from Madonna's entourage came over and said, would you go over and say hello to Madonna? And so he went over and said hello to Madonna, and he gave his autograph to the dancers. She said, these are fans and all this, will you give them the autograph? So he said, best wishes or something, he said. And then all of a sudden, and that was the end, and then he said goodbye to her, and that was literally the end. He's got zero interest in that. It was literally the end. And the next day in the newspapers, they had a story that he wanted to go out with her and everything else. Besides that, she was sitting there with a boyfriend. Yeah. I think his name was Ward or something. Yeah, and she was sitting there right with a boyfriend. Yeah. So, it wouldn't be appropriate. Then the next day, there was a story that Trump went to Rex, and Madonna was supposedly at Rex. The record, he probably felt Marla wasn't the right one. Or whatever, but he just felt it was too soon.
His innermost thoughts, or is it John Miller's innermost thoughts on Mick Jagger next?
John Miller's innermost thoughts.
John Miller, not Donald Trump.
Right.
Kathy, do you believe that's Donald Trump?
It sounds just like him.
How about you, Sarah, on the phone? Do you think that's Donald Trump?
I'm going to guess so.
Okay. She is from Western Springs. She's a broke college student who wants to offer handies for money.
Oh, wow. You hold on, darling.
She will stroke you for cash. Are you interested?
Up next on the Mancow.
I guess Sarah's going to be getting some calls.
The Mancow. On the loop.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Al.
What?
Yeah, talk. Talk.
What do you want me to say?
Yeah, you got your mouthful of food.
No, I don't. I don't have anything.
You
Yes,
don't?
you do. It's full of famous Dave.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
You are so full of it.
Sitting over there eating. Well, wait. Are you lying? I can tell you're eating. Kathy, how about you? What do you got over there?
No hands.
A little mac and cheese, a little brisket. It's good stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's supposed to just sit there.
How much food did they send for us?
Oh,
this
my
is ridiculous.
God. That's like enough food for 50
Ridiculous.
people.
Why are they? Are they an advertiser?
It's National Barbecue Month.
Barbecue Month.
Oh, man.
I know how much you love Famous Dave's.
I do love Famous Dave's. I'll tell you what I love. I don't know if they sent it. I love that devil spit. I wish I didn't call it that.
Oh my God, yes.
What
It's
is
so
it?
good. That barbecue sauce.
No,
It's
you summon a
really-
demon with a Ouija board and then you kiss him.
Oh, really?
What's devil spit? Everybody knows. Now, I like the one over in North Riverside or maybe Orland Park or Addison or Bolingbrook or Oswego or Evergreen Park. Which one do you go to, huh?
Evergreen
Park would be my closest one.
Huh? Not yet. Not yet.
I never got along with my dad, man. When I was a kid, other kids would come up to me. My dad can beat up your dad. I'd go, when?
Daddy wasn't there.
20 minutes from now, I will give you a key word. 20 minutes from now, I will give you a key word. That word you will text, and then you'll get a key, hopefully, that will start this 2016 Harley-Davidson. You say you don't drive Harleys. You don't want a motorcycle. Sell it. Sell it.
Easy, just sell it.
Had this fat guy, I'm too fat to drive a motorcycle.
Sell it,
You could
keep the seat.
you could sell it. Yeah, keep the seat that April was all over. So, Sarah?
Yeah?
It's 7:20. Can you hang on for a few more minutes or you got to go?
I can hang on for a few minutes, yeah.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure. Al, sports coming up?
The beginning of the end. What major sports team is now going to sell ads on their jersey?
Wow.
That's sickening.
So tacky.
7:20. ADD News is coming up. I want to talk about the Rolling Stones, or at least Mick Jagger.
Okay.
What about him? Well, Donald Trump had this to say. Is Donald calling people as John Miller? I guess it's a known thing in New York that he calls people and says, I'm John Miller, and then talks about how great Donald Trump is.
Wow, that's so funny.
I guess in the past he's admitted to it. Now he says it wasn't him. We'll listen to this.
She was having a big thing with Mick Jagger. Did you hear about this? Well, I'm reading about it. And what happened is she was going with Eric Clapton. Mick Jagger was married at that point? Eric Jagger, as of 3 months ago, she was having a big thing. Oh, okay. When she, just throw the one scandal, I mean, and she was having a very big thing with Mick Jagger. And then what happened, she was going with Eric Clapton. And Eric Clapton introduced her to Mick Jagger. And then Mick Jagger started calling her, and she ended up going with Mick Jagger. And then she dropped Mick Jagger for Donald. And that's where it is right now. And, and again, he's not making any commitments to Carla either, just so you understand. I mean, what kinds of things have they done? I mean, do they go out, tattoo, or? Well, they just get along very good, and she's very pretty and all of that stuff. But he doesn't have any idea if she's right. When he meets the right woman, it's going to be a great relationship, and it's going to be a very, because he believes strongly in the marriage. And in all fairness, he was married for 12 years. And he was happily married for 12, for many of those years, I guess. And he believes in it, especially in this society today, I can say. But he believes in it. Where is he living now? I mean, if he lives in Trump Tower, he has the apartment on top of Trump Tower.
He lives in Trump Tower.
She has the apartment on Trump Tower, but the court order is that she has to leave when she's there for less than a year.
Okay. Is it him?
It sounds
I
just
think
like
it's
him.
him.
It
I
has
think it's
to
him,
be
too.
And it seems like something he would do.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on?
Am I on?
You're on.
Oh my God.
Okay, yeah. So what's your situation? You live in Western Springs. Is that right? That's where the call's coming from anyway.
Yeah. This is where I live. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. I love you. I love your show.
Of course. I appreciate that, and we appreciate you calling,
Okay.
and we're here for you. We're going to do group therapy.
Absolutely.
And everybody's going to jump in and try to help you. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm a college student, and being a college student, I'm pretty broke, like really broke. So I go on a lot of dates, and I don't always like the guys, but I go on the dates, and I get free food. I get dinner. Some people like to go out for brunch. I'll go out for brunch, and people have been telling me recently, they're like, "You're using these guys," but I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. I mean,
What about handies? What about handies? No. Now, seriously, I have my wife says she's European, has a different view on these things, but believes that it's therapeutic. How would you feel about giving out handies to men for money? And when I say me, I mean, I'm sure my friend Mike would love it. My friend Mike loves when a woman works her hand. No. I'm talking to you seriously.
Really?
Yeah. You're a college girl. What would you think if Mancow Muller, I give you $100 a week.
How much? 100? That's a lot.
That's a lot?
Wait, 100
just a
week
handy?
for
$100 a week. You come by the radio station and just, what do you think?
$100
What do
a
you
week?
think?
Is that like for unlimited or?
For you guys.
For me, just me. We'll go into the stall here. We'll go into the stall. No, I'm asking you. It'll be $400 a month.
This
All you
is
got
a
to
young
do.
girl. You can
Cash.
really direct
She's
her,
legal.
push her
Cash.
in the right direction.
Cash.
You're telling her
I'm asking
to
her.
work.
I'm asking her. Would you do it?
I'm kind of seriously contemplating it, and I'm not.
Oh, you're perfect. Hang on. I want to get your.
Oh, my
your...
God.
Stay out of this, will you? Stay out of this.
Hey, sis. Why the long face?
Mom and Dad expect me to go to medical school.
I know. They think I'm a brain surgeon.
You're not?
No, honey. I'm a whore. You know, you would make a good little whore, too.
A whore? Well, I do enjoy sex, and I could use the money.
Sarah?
Yeah?
I think you're going to make a good little whore.
Mancow, shame on you.
I'm not going to really do it.
I think
It's a
you should
radio
show
show.
us
It's all an act.
That's Mancow on the radio, American Badass.
okay.
Eric wouldn't do that.
No. Eric
As soon as I turn off this mic, I'm a church-going family man. Sarah, you hang on. Yes, that's one of the masters of metal.
I am the master of metal.
Master of metal.
You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. Bon Jovi. Scorpion. Whitesnake, except Motorhead, Rush, and Saxon. Judas Priest, Black Sabbath, and Dio. Devastating, decibel-laden, no-messing metal from the master of metal. Get it now.
Up next on the Mancow.
That's an ad from when we were kids. Hang on, Sarah. Hang on. Oh, Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon is going to be here.
He's the Mancow on the loop.
No harm, no foul for Pete Townsend. Just a night in jail and a nice little fine. Next in Loop Rock history.
Mancow on 97.9 The Loop.
Hookah chaka, hookah, hookah, hookah chaka, hookah, hookah, hookah chaka, hookah, 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 hookah. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me when you hold me.
The big Gay Lesbian Alliance Media Awards went down over the weekend, and were the bathrooms just labeled whatever? Such a big deal right now. Aerosmith's Pink was number one on this day on this station, 1997. Not one of their better songs. New York Times did a big piece on Donald Trump and his treatment of women. His poll numbers went up another 15%. Andy Kaufman died on this day 32 years ago, or did he?
Or did he?
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
yeah. Donald Trump says his tax rate isn't our business, but apparently the size of his junk is. Music news coming up with Tim Virgin. It's great.
It's time for Mancow's ADD News.
We'll do more sports coming up. Let's do ADD news right now. Attention deficit disorder news.
Anthony Kiedis, a lead singer for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, was taken to the hospital before a scheduled concert in Irvine, California that was canceled.
You haven't heard from Donald Trump because he's attending his daughter's graduation. Hillary Clinton on the campaign trail.
A loose cannon who said he'd consider using nuclear weapons against ISIS, who has said keep Muslims out, who has said let's withdraw from NATO.
The class of 2016 was graduating in Augusta, Kansas, when suddenly gunfire rang out.
President Obama is urging college graduates to use their degrees for positive change in the world. He delivered the graduation speech at Rutgers University Sunday.
Obama railed against what he called a strain of anti-intellectualism in American politics.
And yet in our public lives, we suddenly think, I don't want somebody who's done it before.
The driver of a tour bus heading for a casino lost control Saturday.
A week-long search for a man accused of shooting and wounding a police officer in central Illinois.
Hey, do you just love when Obama gets all folksy on you? We don't want someone who's done it before. We don't want Madigan and Rahm and people that know the system and use it against us. We don't want Hillary, who's been on the public teat and done nothing her whole life. We don't want... I think that is the move in America. We're sick of these politicians screwing us. It's not anti-intellectualism. And by the way, our country was set up. You would be a farmer. You would be a businessman. You'd be in newspapers. You would go and serve your term.
That's right. Anybody could be president, right?
You would serve and you would stop.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go there and sit your fat ass and the rest of your life live off everybody's money. Yeah, it's anti-intellectual. People, you don't want someone that's done it before. Yeah, that's right, Obama. We don't want people to just sit there like Madigan in Chicago and just sit and steal from us their entire lives. Is that wrong? Oh, God, I remember when I was a kid how idealistic I was. I really believed I could be the president.
You can still do
it.
Oh,
stop. It's all controlled by a bunch of bankers and globalists. It's all fake. It's a pageant.
K-Tel presents 50 children's favorites, 50 of the most famous children's songs on 2 great LPs. Sing along with a big favorite. And of course, yes, 50 of the most fun-loving and entertaining children's songs. Everybody knows. And K-Tel's 50 children's favorites on 2 great LPs, plus free coloring pictures. Only $4.99. A must for every family.
And now, 2 minutes of sports in 60 seconds.
Is it me or is
it's you?
Tennis very sexy?
Golf Channel on NBC and the PGA Tour are proud to present The Players.
Even golf can get me
way
turned
down
on.
that putter, doesn't he?
Needs to hit the hole. Slow down.
And when he finds this putting stroke to go along with his precision ball striking,
it's hanging right a little. It hung on the front lip.
He gives this one a ride.
It's going to hit it
a little deeper.
Perfect spot to knock it stiff. And it takes the fire out of the hole, doesn't it? Oh, takes advantage of it.
More balls in the water.
At least he's dry.
Yeah.
That is an accomplishment.
Your social life shrinks as you get older. You know, I used to do a lot of stuff, but I have no patience. Used to go to a lot of concerts, and I can't do it anymore. Those big sold-out 20,000 seat. It's just got to wait to get into the concert. Got to wait for a drink. Got to wait for the bathroom. Got to wait for the band. And before the band starts, they're always like, "Are you ready to rock?" Yes. Of course we're ready to rock. We bought a ticket, we paid for parking. How do I prove to you I'm ready to rock? That's why I think concerts are for young people, because when you're young and somebody says, you know, "Are you ready to rock?" You're like, "Oh my God, I am ready to rock." How did that guy know? But when you're an adult, you're busy. You're like, "Just go! Play the 4 songs I like and wrap it up." We all came out to Montreux on the Lake Geneva shoreline to make records with a mobile. We didn't have much time, but Frank Zappa and the Marbles were at the best place around.
Look at the time.
Oh, my God, look at the time. Look at the time. It's time. Mamakin! Cody! Mamakin! Mamakin. One time I had sex with a mamakin. Oh, no, it was a mannequin. It was a mannequin.
Oh, okay.
She came to life at night. Meshack Taylor was there, yeah.
Really?
Meshack Taylor used to watch.
Yep.
I'd give
God
that
rest his
mannequin
soul.
what for, pal? Okay, this is it. This is for a brand new 2016 Harley Davidson Dynasty Bob. And $100 slot play to Stella's Place and Shelby's.
Nice.
How
Play
was
the
Stella's
slots.
So
Play
much
the.
fun.
Where were you?
I was 1701 Larkin, but I forget that. In Crest Hill. It was my first time in Crest Hill. But it was a great venue.
Where were you?
Stella's Place.
Okay. All right. That's all you had to say was Stella's Place.
Yeah, I just asked you how it was. That's all.
1313 Mockingbird Lane. I was there. And good
I was
God,
there from
Kathy.
How was
6
it,
to 8
Siri?
on Friday the 13th. It was great.
I don't
Me
care
and
what
April
date.
Rose.
I don't care.
We both wore black. We met a lot of people.
That's good.
We gambled.
They were asked to ask.
We met people and we talked.
Yeah, we talked. We gave away Sox tickets. We gave away key.
You know, you don't
Well,
do
no,
that. You
what?
don't do that. Does she do that? A lot of women do that now.
Do you want?
And I first really noticed it with the card. Baby talk. My friend Buddy.
You know what they do? It's called vocal fry. When they go, yeah, oh my God.
My friend.
They started that.
My friend. And she's a very sexy girl. But my friend Buddy's wife, Christy.
Yeah.
Buddy, can we go to the store? Buddy, can we just like a little baby, like Melanie Griffith kind of does that.
Right.
That little baby thing.
It's weird, isn't it?
And the Kardashians all do that.
They do.
What? Yeah, and I didn't know there was a term for it. What's it called?
Well,
is it?
When they go,
you know what? Let me give this away. Who cares? Who cares? Let's give this
away.
away. Let's give this away. Let's give away a motorcycle. You get a key, and then you start this. Hey, I want to thank the big fans of the Mancow Show in the Loop over at Chicago Harley Davidson, the #1 Harley Davidson dealer on earth, Chicago Harley Davidson. They gave us this motorcycle to give to you. You're going to text a word to 312-979, okay? So they should put that. What do you need to put in first? The word or the number?
No, well, you put the number in.
You put the number in.
If you want to
here's the number. Get ready.
Joe.
Put the number in. 312-979. And I want you to win. And that's the word. W-I-N for Mamakin right now.
Today in Loop Rock history.
Let's head back on this May 16th to 1969, where Pete Townsend was arrested for assaulting a man during a show at the Fillmore East in New York City. He actually had to spend a night in jail and was required to pay a $30 fine. But in the end, it was all a big, big misunderstanding. What Pete thought he saw was a man rush the stage from the crowd, causing Pete to take action, kicking him square in the crown jewels. But what Mr. Townsend did not know is it was actually a plainclothes police officer trying to tell the band and the audience that a fire had broken out right next door to the venue. After The Who finished their song, the owner of the Fillmore came on stage, calmly told the audience that the place next door was on fire, and everybody exited without further incident. Pete was actually quite nervous about the situation, worrying that it might prevent The Who from touring in America for the foreseeable future. But in the end, it was a fine and a slap on the old wrist. He was just trying to protect his band and their sacred stage. You can't really blame a guy for that. And that's your Loop Rock history. And I'm Tim Virgil.
If you haven't seen Mr. Roboto, you will understand why many rock fans saw that and went, okay, don't like Styx anymore.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
If you've never
including many of the members of Styx.
Really?
Have you seen?
I've never seen it.
Get on your phone right now.
Okay.
Get on your phone right now. The guy that did the Terminator and a bunch of other, and God, what else? Stan Winston. I mean, the guy did the robots for this. They're stupid looking. I am the modern man.
I know.
I mean, right there, everybody. What a pompous asshole.
I know. I love you, Dennis.
I love him too.
But yeah.
Oh, wow, that's really bad. That is so bad.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
Too. It is long. And it's just...
Oh, my God. Are those actual... Those aren't robots. Those are people dressed up like robots, right?
Wait.
What? What? You said that...
This is 1982. You think Styx had the money to have dancing robots? We still don't have dancing robots. You think? But they had them in 82.
Herbie Hancock.
It's a lost technology. He had legs that moved back and forth,
those
hanging off a ceiling.
Right, and it was edited. They weren't
I don't
really
know.
moving.
You said that somebody made these robots.
I'm so embarrassed right now.
Are you really?
Yes.
Well, I've never seen this video.
Wow.
Oh, I see. He just took
Mama, what up for lunch?
I'm sitting the bus scooping the big ass can of spaghetti hose.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep, Southside kids love them.
Yep,
spaghetti hose.
Yep.
Spaghetti hose are delicious pasta shaped like little bitches in tangy tomato sauce. Sing it, Shigala.
Shigala. Spaghetti hose. I'm down with that. Spaghetti hose.
From Chef all day.
Yo, keep it real.
I think that's what gave Al the diabetes.
Yep.
Axl Rose, here's
Gigantola egg burritos.
Here is don't ask. Here is Axl Rose with AC/DC. Should they re-record every song they've ever done with Axl?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah. I really think they should re-record every Journey song with a little Filipino guy. We don't need Steve Perry. This is Axl Rose with AC/DC.
I tried to cancel my gym membership. Have you ever heard a lazier statement in your life than I tried to cancel my gym membership? You cannot get out of this. I've walked off street gangs easier than canceling gym memberships. I called this guy and he said, if you really want to cancel, there are two ways. No, there's just one way. I tell you, and then you do it. That's it. That's the only way. We're actually halfway done right now. If you would just meet me in the middle, we could close the case on this one.
Enjoying the Mancow Morning Show podcast day? Call the show and win free stuff if you got the stones. Weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on Chicago's classic rock station 97.9 The Loop.
Freddie, is he there? Welcome to the show, Freddie.
How are you doing?
Good, man. I've actually been to Highgate. I actually stayed in Highgate at a guy named Ray Davies' house. He has a band,
really?
band called
is that?
band called the Kinks. You're probably too young to even know what that is. But,
No, I certainly know. Yes, I'm here in London myself.
Oh, great.
So good morning to you, and then I guess it's the afternoon for me.
They got a new Muslim mayor. It's getting a lot of attention over here. You guys, London has the first Muslim to lead a major city. So is there mosque everywhere? Have they torn down all the Catholic churches yet, or when is that?
No, he's a pretty normal guy.
Oh, okay. So the Catholic churches are still there. Everything's okay.
No problems.
I didn't know what happened overnight.
Friction between him and Donald Trump already, but I'll leave it to the Americans to decide how to.
Thank you, Freddie. Freddie Highmore is you know him as Charlie from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He was in a co-starred in a Russell Crowe movie, and Johnny Depp loved him, and Finding Neverland, and a movie my kids love. And now he is Norman Bates, and I'm sure he gets lots of masturbate jokes, and I'm not going to do it. I want to. Is this the third season or second season, Freddie?
This is the fourth season, actually. So we're the episode that's on tonight, that's airing later today, is the last episode of the fourth season.
Fourth. I thought he said first. Fourth. I was going to say, no way. Fourth season. It airs on A&E, and there's a lot of good stuff on that channel. And what can we expect from young Norman Bates?
Well, there's been a pretty big event for those of you who have been following the show in last week's episode. Perhaps an event that the whole series has been building to, and there is a continuation of that tonight. It leaves off right after that huge event at the end of last week. I don't want to spoil it for people.
No, don't spoil it.
But it's a good episode.
Okay. And what are people
tonight is the one to watch.
What are people talking about in London this morning? What's the hot talk?
Whether the sun is gonna make it through to the end of the day or not. It was pretty sunny this morning, and now the clouds are coming in, and so that's
foggy out in London.
Foggy. Who's going to be the next James Bond?
Yeah. No, it could be Freddie here.
He's so creepy on that show, wearing his mother's robe.
He's very creepy on the show.
Yeah.
Freddie, you saw the Hitchcock movie, right? You saw the Hitchcock movie. You saw the original?
Yes, yeah, I did. It's so timeless. You still watch it today, and it's the psychological thrill of the time. Doesn't feel dated in any way.
It's like watching a young Bruce Jenner. Do you find it? Did you find the movie scary? The original?
No.
But the Vince Vaughn version was horrifying.
Oh, that sucked. I sat through The Exorcist and it was just a laugh riot to people, and it's like, things change.
Right.
I wonder if The Shining with Jack Nicholson would still be scary today, or have things changed? Are we so desensitized?
That's pretty scary, though. It's a little creepy.
What are we talking about?
The Shining.
Oh, I love that movie.
And you'll be
Thank you, Freddie. Good luck. 4 seasons as Norman Bates.
And you'll see into your imagination
He was also in the Spiderwick Chronicles. He was Astro Boy. The Golden Compass, awful. And now that he's off the phone, the Johnny Depp, Willy Wonka. Huh? Did that suck?
No, the Johnny Depp, pretty much everything.
I mean, he was so good in that first Pirates, and now it's just like endless. It's 8 o'clock at the Loop. If you'd like some sports headlines, stick around for Al Roker Jr.
The beginning of the end. What major sports team is now going to sell ads on its jersey?
Oh, that makes me sick.
Going to look like the Bad News Bears with Chico's bail bonds on the back.
How great is that? What was he making in his? He was pouring whiskey in his beer can. Mr. Boilermaker,
that's a great sports movie that no one ever talks about.
Thomas Westerland, how can I help you?
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne, and
Okay, we got Ozzy coming up calling Thomas West.
There's no earthly way of knowing
singing
which direction we are going.
Remember how creepy that is?
It's creepy as... It's
creepy.
They recently remade one of my favorite movies from when I was younger, a movie called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And it was fun. But they forgot the most important thing, and that is when you are 8 years old, that is the single scariest movie you've ever seen in your life. It starts off sweet, and it stays sweet just long enough for your parents to say, hey, you're all right to watch the rest of this by yourself in the basement alone, right? And that's when your parents are like, all right, we'll be upstairs. You're like, okay, see ya. And then 2 seconds later, there's no knowing where we're going.
Hello, friends. Good evening or morning or whatever this radio advertisement may be in.
Yep.
I'm Al Roker Jr., representing Rocca Family Prophylactics.
Okay.
A Southside tradition since 1933. Wow. Above all else, my grandfather Cadillac taught me the value of honesty and straightforwardness. That's why our condoms are unribbed, unflavored, and explicitly for sex. That gives you peace of mind. You can always rest assured that a Rocca brand condom is a bag for your junk to keep anyone from getting pregnant. I'm not going to exacerbate further. This product is essentially a bag, a bowl, a trap. Really, bag is the best analogy that you put on your junk. Your DNA gets trapped in there, and if you're familiar with human reproduction, nobody's getting pregnant at that point with one of my junk bags. So please put your junk in our bags, shoot DNA, and then throw them out. That's how they work. Oh, they're also good for keeping diseases off your junk. I'm Al again, by the way. Bye.
Thank you, Al. I think
You're
that'll...
welcome. You should see the video.
Thanks for advertising.
Obama has issued an order that in all public high schools they allowed transgender students to go use the bathroom that matches their gender identity. North Carolina, I'm not kidding about this, they are issuing pepper spray to students in case you encounter a transgender student in the wrong bathroom. 6 months ago, they never heard of transgender in North Carolina.
Okay, do you understand what a total setup this is? Do you understand how fake of an issue this is? Do you understand how fake and nothing this is?
It is. Who cares?
Yeah, because transgender women have been walking in women's bathrooms forever.
I have little girls.
Uh-huh.
I stand by the door, or I wait till nobody's in there, and then I go in.
Yes, exactly.
Now, I want to tell you what a non-issue this is, and I want to tell you what a trap it is.
Right.
Okay? Please remind me to talk about this.
Okay.
This is a fake issue.
To distract us.
What's the fake issue that's trying to keep us away from what issue?
And I'm going to tell you all that.
All right.
This is a fake. This is nothing. And my boy Dave and my friend Shane and Trump wants women and men and you got the men with your daughters. You have daughters and your children and your daughters and Trump and you do. And it's so fake. It's so fake. It isn't real at all. It's as real as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's Freddie Highmore we just had on. It's fake. And I'll explain it all to you and what it's all about.
Okay.
Coming up, okay? But I did like playing Lola. The truth about transgenders in bathrooms coming up. Sports headlines coming up.
The beginning of the end. What major sports team will now sell ads on their jersey?
Number one on this day, 1983, Mr. Roboto. We played a little bit of it earlier. Mr. Roboto, 1983, okay? Do you know even when you're dead, I'm going to love your corpse?
What?
Yep. I'm going to keep loving you, even after you're dead. That's what this song. That's what this song is about.
Really?
Necrophilia. Ask Kevin. Kevin, hello.
Hey, Mancow. Dude.
Yeah?
You totally made my day yesterday. You are such a friend. I love you, man. You were the best.
Wow.
That TV spot. Mancow yesterday sends me, we text back and forth. We hang out, right? He sends me this video on my phone, and it was just like, it's like the Loop. Mick and Keith are there, and then Paul McCartney, and then all of a sudden I see Rich Rath. I'm like, wait a second. Then I see myself. My hair is like got blue lightning bolts in it, and just to be, I don't know. It just made me feel so great. Made me feel like our history with the Loop is solid, man.
40 years, brother.
I love you, Mancow.
40 years, and I love you, and do the other, and we don't need to mention names, Kevin. This is Kevin Cronin, the lead singer and writer for REO Speedwagon. Do the other radio shows know, and this is going to sound like such a cock thing to say, forgive me up front, everybody listening.
Okay.
But do the other radio shows know that you're on their show because I allow it? No, I'm being serious.
He's loyal to you.
But check this out. So we played 2 nights ago in Greensboro, North Carolina. Right?
Is he not going to answer it?
So,
Kevin.
What's that?
Kevin, are you not going to answer it?
What's that?
Do the other radio shows that you do know that you do them with my permission?
Mancow, I'll mention it because I'm doing a kind of one of those radio tours today. I'll let them
No, not
know.
not today. But there's been other times where he's like, look, I'm going to be on this station.
Right.
And I won't do it.
We're talking about in Chicago.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Yeah.
No, I mean, when
there's a few people that do that. I look, and I'm always, believe me, if it was on the other foot, these guys would say, screw Mancow, don't do Mancow.
Sure.
I want people that I like, Kevin Cronin. I want him on every radio station.
Oh, absolutely.
So, but he calls. He goes, "I'm going to do this show. Do you care?" No,
right.
No.
That's
He's a class act.
Yep.
Kevin, we have been wanting to do you and I. And I don't know if we do it at Joe's at Weed Street or we do it at my house. But I want to do a show someday where you play through High Infidelity in its total, and we do kind of a private little party. Could we ever set that up? We've only talked about it for 20 years.
You know what? We actually did the whole High Infidelity album all the way through once, and it's a challenging record to play for me because every song is like 3 minutes of singing the whole thing. But yeah, I mean, I think that'd be cool. I mean, you and I have been trying to put together kind of a.
You and I got to do it. Brother, I got to tell you something because Wade, the program director, and Tom Consolo aren't going to make it happen. You and I have to do this. Well, they said that if you just reach out and then sometime, and I talked to Tom, and Tom said that Kevin is, and his mother's, and if he just, and then I got to go. And nothing ever gets done. I'm telling you, you and I could get this done in about 30 seconds. So, anyway, brother, is your mother still with us?
My mom is doing great, and she's I don't know if you remember, but my mom her nickname was Mother Rock for years, and she was just a huge personality, and hey, we all start getting up there in years. How old is she?
85. God love her. Kevin, you know where I'm going to be July 2nd. You know where all the Loop listeners are going to be July 2nd.
Oh, good, because that's what I said in my text yesterday. I hope you're going to be out there with us and Def Leppard, man. It's a pretty rockin', it's a pretty big time, big rock show thing. But so we're going to be doing that in the 2nd. Nice. But on the 4th, we're singing the anthem for the White Sox Yankees game, man. So that's
where at here, Chicago.
Yeah.
I want to be with you for that, and we're the voice of the White Sox.
Oh, perfect.
Will you make sure I'm there?
Well, you got you're
July 4th, Al. Make this happen. Who's our guy over at the White Sox?
What's the date?
I have to pick you up at
4th of July.
July 4th. July 4th.
Awesome.
4th of July. That's where I want to be. I want to be with REO Speedwagon out at Sox Park as they take on the Yankees. Kevin, finally, I want to thank you. I was fighting with him, and he said, "Man, you got when REO Speedwagon and Chicago and the Tower of Power horns on the lakefront there."
Yep. Northerly Island?
Oh, my God. That was one of the great – and I see everything. Kevin, that was one of the great rock experiences of my life.
Thanks, Mecca. That was fun, man. Having the Chicago horn section playing on Loving You was a treat. It really was cool.
All right, Sexy.
I got to sing 25 or 6 to 4. How's that?
It was awesome. Listen, Sexy, when you're back in Chicago and you're back home, you got to come co-host, okay? You're going to be here for a while. You make sure in July you're in our studios at some point.
That sounds good to me, Mancow.
Okay, and my best to the family, and thank you for the music that still sounds so freaking great. That's Kevin Cronin. The band is REO Speedwagon. And if you listen to this show, you know every time there's a storm, you guys laugh if you want. There's something about driving through Chicago. Mm-hmm. With the lightning behind the buildings, lighting these things up like creatures come to life when it's dark out, when I drive in the morning. And there's something about that black pavement with all the lights reflected in front of you in your car. And the loop is on, and this song is cranked. And it all comes together. Hundreds of thousands of tiny little red crabs have washed up on the beaches in Southern California. If that happened here, what would they call it? Wendy Snyder Cove? Mariah Carey says she's not going to sing her own wedding because, quote, that would be obnoxious. But a 24-karat gold-plated stroller for her baby dogs, that's not obnoxious.
No, not at all.
Danny Trejo, you know him as the ugly mad Mexican in every ugly mad Mexican movie. He is 72 today.
Wow.
He doesn't look a day over mummified.
What a wicked nightmare!
Ozzy Osbourne's No Rest for the Wicked, the new album, plus his new Wicked video.
My new album, my home video. What a great nightcap! Crazy babies in a world of their own. I am a crazy baby, better leave me alone.
Thomas Westland, how can I help you?
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne, and my hairdresser got fired because I had sex with her. I need a hairdresser. Can I come in?
Sure. Sure. Oh, that would be awesome. Are you the guy that plays the guitar?
What if...
Quit stuttering.
Can I have sex with you?
Quit stuttering.
What? Sharon! She's gone. Can I have sex with you?
No, I'll get you a nice guy, though. I don't go that way. But I got a nice guy for you. I know my ex-boyfriend Mancow would help you.
What? You bastard, Thomas West! I'm going to punch you in the face.
Hey, Sharon! I heard they call you Bucky.
Butt Bucky? No, you got the wrong guy, dude. You're a nobody even knows who you are anymore, anyway.
Instead of the bat, I'll bite your head off.
Dude, you know what? Why don't you shut your mouth, slap your face?
Sharon!
You really...
I'll punch your teeth right in your fat nose. I'll stomp you.
Come on over and we'll fix your hairpiece.
Yeah. I'll stomp you. I'll stomp you with my elbow.
8:20.
He had enough.
He just threw his hands up in the air.
Should we tell people who that was? Do you know who it was, Kathy?
No, I was trying to
That
figure
was,
it out.
I know it was.
Go.
It was Head.
Yeah, it was Head.
Wow.
Yeah.
Korn.
That was Head from
great.
Korn. Head from Korn calling.
He did a great job.
He did a good job. Not a great job. Good job. John Stamos, Rob Lowe, and the Muppets all got canceled Friday.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
What, grandfathered?
I am going to miss those adorable mop-headed creatures. And the Muppets. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I'm the only person on earth that says this, and I believe it. And I'm a big fan.
Okay.
I think he was the best Bond ever. He's having a birthday today. The best Bond in the worst movies. Had he been given better scripts. Pierce Brosnan, 63 today. I'm the only one that thinks that. I think he was a great Bond. His movie sucked.
Not even on my radar,
they put him in an invisible car, guys, and then made him drive through an ice hole.
Didn't care.
Huh?
Wow.
I'd like to drive through that ice hole with you, Kathy. I really would.
She got an ice hole.
When the wife and I chill and drink cocktails, we make love to this song. It's Moby's Bond theme. Enjoy. It's 72 minutes. There he is.
And now,
There he is.
Sports in 60 seconds.
Cubs lose to the Pirates 2-1. They're in Milwaukee to take on the Brewers tomorrow. Sox lose to the Yankees 7-5. Sox are back home to start a series with the Astros tomorrow. The Philadelphia 76ers will become the first major sports team in America to sell an ad on their jersey.
Wow.
They've just announced that they will have StubHub's logo on their team jersey beginning the 2017-2018 season.
Wow,
and Floyd Mayweather is considering a comeback, but it has to be against someone who wants to fight, like a current title holder or a lippy woman. That's Mancow's in Your Face Sports on 97.9 The Loop.
No respect for a man that hits women. None.
How may I help you today?
I was playing a game and someone killed me. I freaked out. I popped out my CD drive, took the disc, threw it away, and then I bagged the CD drive and it closed, and now my nuts are caught inside the Xbox and I can't pop it back open.
There's something stuck inside your disc tray, is that correct?
It's my yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
His junk.
please stay on the line for a while, okay?
No,
Just
lady,
go ahead and
my
purchase-
are stuck in my Xbox CD tray, and I need you to tell me how to get them out.
Okay, sir, I'll transfer your call to a resolution specialist because they are
No,
in the better
I
position to give you what you need in order for you to...
Just tell me how to open up this damn CD tray, bitch.
No need to talk like that. Megan Fox is 30. You realize now she's too old to play Kevin James' wife in anything?
The Loop 98. More commercial-free rock and roll than any other station.
We'll be right back after these commercials. It's an old commercial. That's yeah.
Next on the Mancow.
We're going to do ADD News. My favorite girl is back naked on Game of Thrones.
Nice,
And what did you think of The Simpsons live? And is John Miller really Donald Trump? And my take on these transsexual bathrooms.
Mancow on the Loop. The Top Reasons I Don't Have Friends by Mancow radio intern Johnny Chops.
Do we care?
Yes, I want to hear
Do we
it.
care?
I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, I'm
Why
intrigued.
this fat-ass Greek loser? 8:30 right now. 8:30. 30. 8:30. 8:30 or something. 30. Oh, yeah. Oh, the song is called Oh, Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. At 8:30. Yellow. You think of what? Ferris Bueller when you hear this.
That's right.
30 years this Friday.
That's right.
We are going to be celebrating on this program this week Ferris Bueller. That's me. That's the
Absolutely. That
the
is you.
and Bill Murray and Scrooged. Those two people. I'm serious. I'm serious.
In high school, you were Ferris. After high school, you were Bill Murray and Scrooge.
You don't think I'm like that now, do you?
Nah, well, a little. Sometimes yes.
Anyway, 30 years of Ferris Bueller. And if you weren't in the Blues Brothers movie, you lied to me and tell me you were in Ferris Bueller. I've noticed there's two types of Chicagoans.
Right.
Those of us that lie that say we were in the Blues Brothers movie, and those of us that lie and say we were in the parade scene in Ferris Bueller, yes.
The Top Reasons I Don't Have Friends by Mancow radio intern Johnny Chops.
I belong to the No Lives Really Matter movement.
Reasons I Don't Have Friends
Stupid ass.
by Johnny Chops.
My complete Kenny G CD collection.
Reasons I Don't Have Friends.
Okay.
That's it?
Please.
No.
I
Get
want
it.
to hear the rest of it.
Go get him. Go get him.
More.
Go get him. Go get him. This song was number one in Chicago on this day, 1981. Ugly Kim Carnes and Betty Davis Eyes. And now a nature show with a farting wombat.
The treat wasn't me.
Did you write that?
Write what?
The Reason I Hate You? Who wrote that? Did I write it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mancow.
Oh, there's a delay in the hallway. That's why he didn't hear it.
We don't even have this loop in the back there. They don't have it hooked up.
No. Why would they at the loop?
You voiced something. The reason you don't have friends.
The Reason You Don't Have Friends. Who
did
wrote
you
it?
write that?
Or did
Cal write that?
Oh, you wrote that.
How long ago?
A couple months.
Okay. Get out.
Yes, sir.
You know, the writing on it isn't as bad as I thought. You know, maybe if we listen to it again.
Mancow was high when he wrote that.
Just need a fresh set of ears.
I write every day. I mean, I write all this garbage. I had no idea. Wow.
The Top Reasons I
no
Don't
memory
Have
of this.
Friends by Mancow radio intern Johnny Chops.
I belong to the No Lives Really Matter movement.
Reasons I Don't Have Friends
Shut
by
up.
Johnny Chops.
My complete Kenny G CD collection.
Reasons I Don't Have Friends by Johnny Chops.
Mother doesn't like to share me.
Reasons I Don't Have Friends by Johnny Chops.
My penchant for communicating in haiku scares people off.
Reasons I Don't Have Friends by Johnny Chops.
I'm a slightly more rapey version of Bill Cosby.
Reasons I Don't Have Friends by Johnny Chops.
My favorite topic of conversation is back knee.
The Top Reasons I Don't Have Friends by Mancow radio intern Johnny Chops.
I learned everything about manners from Cam Newton.
Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit.
good.
You ain't no friend of mine.
Al, do you remember the song Popcorn?
Yes, unfortunately.
From K-Tel Records, 22 explosive hits, 22 original stars. Derek and the Dominoes' big hit, Layla. Joe Simon. You got power in your kiss. Lobo. Possible man. Hot Butters, Popcorn. And many more. Get K-Tel's 22 explosive hits now. 22 original stars and one great stereo LP. Only $3.99.
Yeah, you guys selling a popcorn maker?
Yeah, we have it here.
Okay. What do you want for it?
$275.
Oh, hell, tell me about it.
Well, it's a big size. It's a tabletop. There's a commercial type.
Listen, Popcorn Man, are you ready?
Yeah?
Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah?
Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop,
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
I want it.
Yeah, okay.
You know, that song is called Popcorn.
Oh, I imagine that. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Okay. Boy, I'm right here. If you want it, come and get it.
Oh my God.
So obnoxious, really.
Yes.
Okay, Al.
Yes.
So that was by Hot Butter.
Yeah.
Yes.
The original song was by Hot Butter.
Yes.
Okay, who's this going?
And I went and for 78 cents you could get what was called a 45.
Right.
You people
Oh,
remember.
sure.
You people remember 45s. I think people listening probably
Popcorn Man.
remember
Yeah,
45s. And
Remember the song I did in the 70s? It
No.
was called, it was called Popcorn.
No, I don't want to hear it.
And it went like this.
No, if you want the popcorn machine, come and get it. I have to go. There's people here.
anyway, I drove my Schwinn bike. You remember the big banana seats with the flag? I had the
Yes.
big flag in the back so I
Yes.
wouldn't get run over. My dad eventually took that off so that they could get rid of me. But I drove over. It was exhausting to Sam's. Guess what Sam's became? Walmart.
No, I don't.
I did this song.
And whatever the new Hot Butter song was, because I love this song so much, I spent the 78 cents.
Selling the popcorn machine?
And by the way, the second song by Hot Butter didn't hit. It was awful.
I'm the guy that did the song.
Yes. Hello.
I did that song. It was a big hit. I love popcorn. I collect popcorn machines.
Oh, okay. Where are you calling from? We're busy right now. I can't talk to you too long.
Do you like my song? Do you remember it? It was a big hit.
Oh, it was?
Nobody seems to care much about me anymore, but I was on.
Yeah. Well, we're busy right now. Can you, hello? Yes. Oh, no more of that. I'm tired of hearing it. Hello?
How do you... That's my song.
Oh, okay.
That's not nice.
Yes, all right. We're busy right now.
All right. You want more?
No. Okay, bye. Bye.
Hello?
It sounds like popcorn, doesn't it? Popping. I mean, that's what they call it, popcorn. Okay, now.
And what was their second hit?
I don't know, but I was like,
the first one
I'll never forget it. It had like a piece of butter on top of pancakes melting.
Oh yeah,
and
I
I'm
had
like,
the CD.
and I'm like, oh man, a new Hot Butter 45.
Right.
And I went home and it was like, they did popcorn. And the next was pancakes or something.
Right.
It's not as good.
Oh, popcorn part
Let me
two.
down. I was a little kid. I must have been 4 or 5 years old. So, by the way, you think nothing just happened to you then? You listen to Stupid Phone Scam on the Mancow Show, okay? Later today. Am I right, Al?
Unfortunately.
It may be tomorrow.
Oh,
It may
yeah.
be late tonight. You're going to be sitting there. Pop, 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 pop. This song's, it's an earwig. It'll come back.
Right.
This is a hum job. It will come back.
Can we make this our hold music?
8:40 at the Loop.
Rock on, Chicago! Rock on, Chicago!
The original. Chicago keeps turning to the Loop, FM 98.
Rock on, Chicago.
Hey, that's the new status symbol of rich people, though. Midgets. Have you noticed that? No entourage is complete now unless you have a midget. You gotta have a midget. And you know what? That's good for midgets. That's good for those people, because historically they have not gotten good jobs.
She was naked again, wasn't she?
Khaleesi, yes. Finally, after
Is
many
that the
years.
blonde?
Did we
Yes.
get a good look at her breasts, or was her blonde?
Oh,
blonde
that's
hair
all it
hanging?
was were breasts.
Sure
And she
wasn't a
said,
body
and
double?
people were saying online it was a body double. She confirmed it was not a body double.
Any of the muff.
We didn't get to see that. No, we got to see some arse.
Bruce Dickinson tore into a fan for being an a-hole.
The
We've got that
Bruce
coming
Dickinson?
up. The Bruce from Iron Maiden. You will hear it next. And Train. Train's famous for what song? Isn't it called Drops of
Drops of
Jupiter?
Jupiter.
Okay. Train. Kathy, didn't you pull a train in college? No, that was a different girl.
Different, yeah.
Okay. Train has done Led Zeppelin. Their new CD is Train does Led Zeppelin too. And it's not awful. Surprising. So you're going to hear Train doing Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
We're going to play Bruce Dickinson freaking out on a fan coming up. Have you been following the kid that looks like Frank Sinatra's kid? What's his name? Ronan?
Yeah.
Ronan, who is Woody Allen's son, who I believe is really Frank Sinatra's
It
son.
looks just like Sinatra.
Have you been following? You should look this up if you haven't. Have you been following online how he's going after Woody Allen?
Yeah.
For being a child molester?
Oh, yeah.
Up next on the Mancow.
Woody Allen says he won't talk about it. He wants to move on. Well, of course, he's not interested. It's not 7 years old anymore. It's been 8 years now.
It's the Mancow Morning Show podcast, so no prizes for you. Listen live for the free stuff weekday mornings 5:30 to 9:30 on Chicago's classic rock station 97.9 The Loop.
All right, Kathy, Al, you ready?
Yes.
Cheese, you can be on it too. Where's the Muslim kid? Where's he at? Okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Did you already look? You didn't look over here, did you?
No.
People know me by my first name. 20 questions. I want to see how soon you can get it. People know me by my first name.
Share.
Yeah.
Wow. Way to go, Al.
I kind of needed this to fill a little more time.
Sorry.
8:51 while we wait for the Beatles, sister.
Sorry.
I am a thing. Okay? 20 questions. I cool you off.
Air conditioner?
Fan.
I go hand in hand with cream. That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, I get it.
Peaches.
In the early 1900s.
Ice.
Cream.
Yes. Ice. Al is good.
He's rolling.
Wow. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Abe, you can jump on here too now if you want. I am a person. I am the last of my breed. You may have heard me on the radio. My real name is John Reed. I am an expert at disguises. I prefer covering my face while working. Silver is my favorite metal. I've been on television and in the movies. I am fictional. I was a Texas Ranger. Are you guys serious?
Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger. Yeah. Okay.
Nice job.
Here's another one. I am a four-letter word. I'm found all over the world. London has a famous one of me.
Clock. Nope.
Five.
I said clock.
Oh.
That's 5 words.
I have 3 feet but no hands. I'm usually outside. I come with a house. I can have trees. I can have a garden. Dogs like to hang out on me. Eric Clapton played in a band.
Yard.
Yard. Yep.
Yardbirds was the band you're speaking of.
No, I know that.
Oh, dropping
You think I don't know that? Of course I know that.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
All right, so that's Christopher Walken playing Bruce Dickinson. Bruce Dickinson of Iron Maiden went off at a fan for being a jerk at a concert.
To the gentleman in the front with a Raiders shirt on. Yeah, you.
Well, the guy in a Raiders shirt, of course he was a jerk.
Trained by a couple of very friendly fans. Just calm down, all right, will you? Otherwise, yeah.
Just calm down.
Otherwise, you will be exiting. Pick a window. I hope you like hospital food. You, yeah. Give me the finger, mate. You can come backstage. I'll sort you out myself. Normal service will be resumed as soon as possible.
The Mancow.
Stop! Bruce, I'm sorry. Could you come back in there, please?
Fellas, it was sounding great, but I could have used a little more cowbell.
On the loop.
You can't help but laugh now when you hear this song.
Yeah.
This is George Harrison. Louise.
Hello. Hello.
Welcome back to the program. We had so much fun with you before. I couldn't wait to get you back on.
Okay, well, from what I was just listening to, not the George part, but the bit before that, I'm not really sure I want to be on this program. What was going on?
Oh, that was Bruce Dickinson from a band called Iron Maiden yelling at someone in the audience for being a jerk.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as that's not the flavor of what we're going to be talking about, I guess I can go on with it.
I had no intention of talking with you about Iron Maiden and Bruce Dickinson.
Okay, fine. Good.
The Liverpool Legends show in Branson. Are you involved with that?
Most certainly I am, yes.
And it's the complete Beatles experience.
Well, that's what they call themselves, yes.
Yeah.
Because I refuse to let them call themselves the number one Beatle band.
But do you think they are?
Not really, no. I mean,
what?
There was only ever one number one Beatle band, you know.
Yeah,
and
the
that
originals.
Was the originals. But, no, they do a very, very great, reproduction of the Beatles. And, I helped put them together because I found, the four guys that looked as much like the Beatles as possible. And they're really excellent musicians. In fact, they write a lot of their own music as well. And they're the kind of guys that if George was still here, they would be the kind of lads that he would hang out with. So I'm very proud of them. Wherever we go, they're always, given great acclaim for not just their musical abilities, but also for their personalities and their compassionate nature.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of hanging out with them.
Louise, I called Monaco when the time was right after our last conversation, and I told Justin Hayward, the leader of the Moody Blues, and his lovely wife, who dated George at one time, the nice things you said.
Oh, yes. Yes, they're definitely my other number one band.
Yeah, me too.
Moody Blues,
I sure love them. We got to get them in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, oh, definitely, yeah.
So Louise, a lot of my friends that are Beatles fans are they're obnoxious about it. It's too much. It's taken over too much of their life. Do you like Beatles fans? I mean, these really hardcore Beatles fans, or do they get on your nerves?
Well, no, as a matter of fact, I regard just about all of the Beatle fans on the planet as my extended family.
Oh, that's great.
Because, right at the get-go, Mum and Dad were answering all of the fan letters, and, when people were coming to the house for autographs and everything, Mum and Dad would invite them in, give them a cup of tea or something, and very often, many times, when kids would run away from home to find a Beatle, Mum and Dad would very often drive them back to their homes. So, my parents always regarded all the Beatle
That's
fans
great.
as, people to be loved and treated with compassion.
Oh, that's sweet. That's wonderful. Louise, the last person on Earth that was born in the 1800s just passed away. I grew up, there was a lot of people born in the 1800s. It was not a big deal. I remember early on in this program, and I don't know why this strikes me. We had often Titanic survivors. I had a whole list of Titanic survivors. Anytime I had a question about the Titanic, I could call them.
Yeah, we'd have them on every year.
The Munchkins from The Wizard of Oz, we had a showing with 20 of them years ago. They're all gone, mostly.
Oh, yeah.
Louise, what is gone that... my father remembers Civil War people, people that were Civil War vets, common when he was a kid. You've seen so many changes. What are some of the biggest, most shocking changes in your lifetime?
I think largely the just total disintegration of society and the lack of any kind of values. People that, especially the way people behave nowadays, the language, the really foul language that people use on an everyday basis, and the lack of respect even from the way they dress. It's the thing to buy $60 jeans that have got old tears in them. That's supposed to be the thing to do, So I don't know. I think just the whole lack of self-respect that people seem to have.
It is something to look at, people my age that are dressing the way kids used to dress when they were 5 and 6.
Oh, sure.
Jeans and a T-shirt.
That's right.
With some cartoon character on them. I mean, these are adults.
That's right.
Yes.
It is. Are you guys taken with when you see footage? 60 Minutes had a piece on that. The footage of it was like 4 days before the San Francisco earthquake. Did you see that?
Yes, I did. Yeah, the unearthed.
This rare footage they found. It's like was it McCullough, the great biographer, was
David
on there?
McCullough.
I love his stuff, and he said, you got to realize these people are probably most of them. They're dead now because of time, but this was their last few days on Earth.
Wow.
Because that's right where the anyway, it is something to see the clothes, how, like especially people like wear pajamas to get on a plane.
Oh, yeah.
When did that become okay?
Formal.
When did that become okay to dress like a complete slob?
Right.
All right. So Louise, why am I talking about this? I don't know. Louise, I met your brother. I met Ringo, spent some significant time with Ringo. Paul McCartney helped me do some charity stuff. I didn't meet John. But they had personalities. They had big personalities. I've also met Pink Floyd, and most people can't name them. I met the Kinks. They played my wedding. They're miserable people.
Mm-hmm.
But the Who had personality. The Rolling Stones had personality, and the Beatles had personality. And that's why we know John, Paul, George, Ringo, and we can't name so many other bands. These guys, there was lots of great English bands with musicianship, but they didn't have personality. I'm telling you, to meet Pink Floyd is to meet some wooden-toothed musicians. They don't have a lot of personality. Wow. Well, I guess Roger has some personality, and it's he's an anti-Semitic hater. He's pissed. He's mad.
I knew, what's his name? Entwistle, John Entwistle.
A lovely guy.
Quite a lot of the guys in these bands. Mm-hmm.
No, but I'm just saying, personality had a lot to do with it. The Fab Four had personalities.
Oh yes, very much so, and. In fact, I think the impact of not just their music, but also their personalities and their compassion and their wit. It's still what makes them big even today. We just did a couple of shows in Mexico, and we played just sold out audience of 17,000 one night, and then another 9,000 the next night. So. The whole thing of the Beatles and anything that represents the Beatles is still very, very big on the world stage. In fact, we're going to be playing the Rose Bowl again this year on Independence Day. And the last two times we were there, we had 44,000 and 66,000. So I don't know how many people are going to be coming this time. But, yes, if you have a really good representation of the Beatles, it'll certainly bring out the crowds, that's for sure.
Did you think George was always the best Beatle?
Well,
to you?
I suppose so. I suppose so. Well, he was my kid brother after all.
Right.
You know?
Did you like the other guys?
Oh yes, yeah. Because I first met them at the Ed Sullivan Show because I was living in this country and trying to
you were
get
living
them
here.
going. Yeah, I was doing all the groundwork with what's his name, Brian Epstein. I was writing to him every week, big, long, 16-page letters, filling him in on all the things he needed to do in order to get the band to play over here. So that was a long, ongoing process, but we succeeded.
I'm a big believer in meditation. I'm not a Hare Krishna. Did you follow your brother into meditation, into Hare Krishna, or did that not interest you?
Well, no, I did actually join the Self-Realization Fellowship, but I've never been able to do much in the way of meditation. I can't get my mind to close down enough, to be able to do that.
Louise, Yeah. No, I believe I do it, but it isn't easy for me. I have a chattering mind for sure. Louise Harrison, George Harrison of the Beatles was her brother, and we always love when she honors us with her time here. And there's a show in Branson. My boy Barry Williams, Greg Brady's around Branson doing stuff. Do you ever see him around?
Who?
The guy that was TV's Greg Brady. He has a theater there in Branson.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
No, I'm not familiar with him.
Now, last time you were on, you made it sound like, and you called them rednecks, that the people of Branson were somewhat insufferable for you. Have things gotten better, or do you still not enjoying the locals very much?
I know the locals are fine. I think maybe when I was talking last time, I don't know. I think what happened when we first came to town, we were regarded as a sort of the brand new upstarts in the business, because everybody else had been around. It was all, 30s music and that kind of thing. And even though the Beatles had, at the time when we came to Branson, Beatles had been around for over 50 years, or just about 50 years, and yet we were regarded as something far too new and revolutionary for Branson. But I think they've kind of got over that now, and we're actually.
I mean, they had yodelers and violinists, and it wasn't much of a rock.
Some great shows.
Now they do.
Now.
Now they do. And Steal Your Dollar City. If you want to get ripped off,
Silver Dollar City.
No, Steal Your Dollar City is what I call it. Yeah, go ahead.
A couple of quick questions. And how long did the band stay together after they knew that they were going to break up? How long did they continue to tough it out?
Oh, gee, I don't really know. I've never exactly kept day-to-day information on what the Beatles did on this day in that year. They've got all kinds of calendars on that, but I don't remember. I mean, it was just an ongoing process.
I mean, the history that I understand was that McCartney, come on, guys, let's keep it together. McCartney, come on, guys. No, George was the first guy to leave.
Yeah.
And no, come on, George, come back. You're like a little brother. Come back. Come on, guys, stick to. And then McCartney released his solo record because he wanted to be first.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe the documentaries, and everybody in the band went, oh, thanks a lot.
Wow.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's so many conflicting stories about, all the stuff that went on, that I prefer not to even get myself involved in them. Because,
Louise,
that first year of, when they came over here, I was actually doing daily Beatle reports in order to report what was really happening as opposed to what everybody else was saying. So there's always been a whole lot of nonsense being spoken. Now, even the thing about George being the quiet one, I mean, that was totally ridiculous, but it just happened that he had a strep throat when he got here, and he couldn't talk.
He had a sore throat.
Wow.
Oh, he's the quiet one. He had a sore throat. I've never heard that. That's hysterical.
Yeah. He had a strep throat, and his temperature was 104 degrees, and he was really very, very ill.
Oh my goodness!
And the doctor wanted to put him in hospital, but Brian Epstein almost had a heart attack, and he said, "No, we can't let anybody know he's sick."
Uh-oh.
So,
do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite Beatles item?
Beatles item?
Yeah.
Not really.
No.
I have not my favorite Beatles song, but I think the song that is the most important song that was written by the Beatles was Imagine, because if only the philosophy of that song could have taken hold on the whole planet, we wouldn't be in the mess we're in right now, I don't think. Imagine all the people living life in peace, and imagine all the people sharing all the world, those kind of things, instead of everybody being so greedy and obnoxious,
We're going to see you in Chicago. You're coming to Beatlefest in August.
That's true, yes. And I'll have my grandson with me as well, who is he's 6'4" and about 180 pounds, and looks a lot like his Uncle George. So,
well, that's great. So if anybody gets frisky with you in Chicago, he can take care of things.
Oh yeah, he's a very, very perfect bodyguard.
Awesome. Well, we'll do this for Louise right now. Louise Harrison, George Harrison's sister, the Beatles. Beatlefest coming to Chicago, and there's the big show going on right now, the Liverpool Legends in Branson. This is The Loop.
Imagine there's no
the sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer.
Hey, if I ever die and my sister's on a radio show and she requests something from another radio show in my honor,
Yeah.
First of all, this isn't a Harrison song.
Right.
This isn't even a Beatles song.
Right.
Oh well, whatever. She's 85.
Yeah.
Up next on the Mancow.
We will hit sports coming up, and a 35-year-old Army vet was under attack. His own body attacked him. He went into a coma for 50 days, and when he woke up, what fast food did he want? Oh, I can relate. Sports headlines coming up.
Beginning of the end, what major sports team is now going to have ads on their jersey?
And a man called Willie Nelson Waylon Jennings. That's his full name. You'll never believe what he got arrested for. Next. Hey, why don't you talk that trash on the radio? Come on.
What about
Come on, you talk that trash on the air.
That's what happens when you come in here.
Go ahead.
What were you just saying?
What do we call him? What do we call him?
You call him the whiskey shark.
We call him Whiskey Shark.
How I had lunch with Shark one time?
Anytime I leave booze in here, it's suddenly gone, and he's real smelly.
Do you know we marked those bottles one time?
Mm-hmm.
We marked
When
those
we
bottles.
because we had our own little bar here in the
They are-
studio.
we
with the
had- what do you call that?
Casamento, well, yeah. We had the tequila and all that stuff.
And we were wondering what happened.
I didn't see that there.
Well, by the way, why are you marking my bottles? And I leave bottles here if Shark wants to drink them.
We did it on a Friday because we knew you guys weren't going to be here.
But here's the thing, Pike. Okay, how are we going to have a team if you're bad mouthing people like Shark?
Bad-mouthing.
Does Shark know you bad mouth him?
I'm not bad mouthing him.
You said where did you go to lunch? And they had a full glass of vodka for him.
Yeah,
Where?
Shamrock.
Shamrock.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember Shamrock.
Yeah.
And he was here a week, and they knew to give him a big thing of vodka.
Yeah.
He's bad mouthing the guy.
We love Shark.
He likes to drink.
Yeah, well,
That's our boy. Shark's our guy.
Yep. And they're
two
very
martinis.
good
We
bartenders over there at the
I got
Shamrock
news
Club.
for you. We like you a lot less than him.
I just got here.
When you leave, we say, "Do you see that roided up bastard?" I bet his heart's going to explode.
Oh,
Come on.
In fact, we play. He was just in the hospital. We play this for you. We say, Pike. Hey, look, guys, Pike's on the phone.
Hey, it's Pike. If you know me, you know I love to work out.
Okay. And calling our program director a real asshole. I think that was out of line.
Wow, that's bad.
I like him.
Said you want to choke him out.
I like him.
I love Wade.
Is that his name?
Hey, don't say it.
He's afraid of me. He doesn't come in. He does. Can we do when we called? Can we do when we called Whiskey Shark? You think he has a drinking issue? Do you think he's a drunk?
I think that maybe he.
Do we need to do an intervention for the Whiskey Shark?
Maybe we should.
So why were you marking my bottles? What business is it of yours?
No, because we were just joking around on a weekend. We're like, hey, let's put.
Oh, it's funny. So you were trying to see how much he would drink,
right on a Friday,
and
Shark's gonna kick your ass.
There was a lot missing.
He walks into every day. I guess this is what this kid was saying. When he walks in, they have a full tumbler of vodka for him.
Yeah.
And he goes through two of them.
It's all right.
And then he goes on the radio. That's old time, man.
That's old school.
That's old school radio, man.
Yeah.
Old time,
old days.
Old time hockey, coach. I want to say something to you though. Okay, he's like my big toe. Okay. Okay, and our program director, he's like one of our toes, and you need all your toes to walk, and these people are like family to me, and I don't like you in here bashing them.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, brother? Is this Shark?
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, what's up, man? It's the Bird.
Hey, what's up, the bird?
Just sitting here getting drunk on Mancow's booze.
Hey, what's up, brother?
If Mancow's buying, I'm drinking. 8:15.
You know that Mancow's, he's okay, whatever. But brother, I hear you've been filling in on the weekends. I just figured I'd give you a call and say what's up.
What, dude? I'm so flattered. Wow, man, that's cool, man. How are you?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's there for a long time.
Listen to what he's a lot nicer than you, Pike.
It's a bird. I got to fly.
And you're talking shiznit about everybody.
Hey, weren't you on Casey and stuff too?
Yeah, brother. I've been all over.
Wow.
Let me tell you something, Pike. You want to get close to me, you don't come in here bashing the other members of the team. You hear me?
I'm done. There was no bashing.
Everywhere. This bird's been flying, brother.
And what about? No, seriously. What about our general manager, Peter Bowen? You think he looks like he'd have a little weenie? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why would you say that about Peter Bowen, who I think is great?
Yeah.
You ever play the Jaws music or anything like that?
I've got a bunch of clips and stuff like that.
Brother.
I don't know how much Wade wants to let me cut loose yet or not, but he seems very cool,
Yeah, the guy, I do like Wade. I've been hitting him up, trying to get back in, but maybe you could help me out. That's not what I'm calling, brother. I'm just calling you got the chops.
Yeah, well, listen, man, let's get up and have a beer. I live in Park, like Avenue exit off
I know
Kennedy.
exactly where that is, brother.
Yeah. So I don't know where you're at in town, but
I actually live right by the radio station. I'm still there. I got the condo when I got the morning gig, and I haven't left since.
No, hell yeah. Well,
and then I'm still getting all that too, right?
Well, dude, let's have a beer at the Shamrock at some point.
Yeah, brother, that sounds like a plan.
Hi, the Loop.
Hey, what's up, dog? Is this Pike?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, what's up, dog? I'm a huge fan of your night show, dog. I listen every night, dog.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Hey, Doug, I have a question, Doug. You're really big into fitness, right, Doug?
Yeah.
Why don't you try fitting this in your mouth, Doug?
Well,
try fitting this, Doug.
Oh, my God.
In your mouth.
I forgot about that.
Judging by your accent, there's probably more meat on a turkey neck bone.
Oh, that was good. Good comeback, Pike.
Judging by your accent, I've probably seen more meat on a turkey neck bone.
That's a good comeback. That's quick.
Fitting this in your mouth.
All right, you should probably call the Drive. They're into that.
You listen to me, Pike. Okay, I've been around. All right, you're the new kid around here. Let me tell you something, Pike. You don't ever tell a listener to call another radio station. Okay? And whatever they say, you laugh at. These are the people. That's your bread and butter, okay?
Okay.
Do you know the difference between shiznit and shinola? I don't think you do, son. Okay? And don't come in here bashing Shark, because he's one hell of a personality.
Yeah. Damn right he is.
He's a star.
And he's my friend.
I like him a lot. And I hate you, Pike. Hold on a second. If Pike's here, how can Pike be calling?
Hey, it's Pike. If you know me, you know I love to work out.
Pike, I think your neck's on the other line telling you to slow down. So the new Train CD is them covering Zeppelin. Mm-hmm. And it's good, but why? Can't we just have Led Zeppelin? This is Train. As in Kathy Pullday. What do we got in here for Whiskey Shark? We got a bottle of Patron in here for him?
Patron and vodka.
What kind of vodka?
Nice.
You drink up in my studio, okay? Pike, you sicken me. You sicken me.
Hey, it's Pike. If you know me, you know I love to work out.
The election is all anyone's talking about, and this week the billionaire T. Boone Pickens weighed in, and he was praising Donald Trump's success in business as an indication of his good economic policies and said, quote, "You judge a trapper by his pelt." Trump was like, "For the last time, it's not a pelt, it's my hair, okay?" Down, boy. Sit down. Sit. Be quiet. Okay, boy. Get this, an artist is hoping to protest the Republican National Convention in Cleveland by having 100 women pose nude outside the event, or as Republican men put it, "Hey, no, stop."
Yeah, we would want that.
Please don't do this, please.
Nude.
Little entertainment news. After Frozen fans started a hashtag for Elsa to have a girlfriend in the next film, a conservative group started a petition demanding she falls in love with a man instead. In response, Disney issued its own statement saying, "None of this stuff is real, guys. Let it go." It's a...
This is Shark, and I just been to the Shamrock, and I'm ripped. Come on. Dude, why do you hate him?
I don't hate him.
Why do you?
I don't hate him.
Why do you think Peter Bowen, our boss, would have a little weenie?
Yeah, why did you say that?
I was going to say that.
Really
We love him.
He's
fantastic.
Sox Park, I saw it.
The Simpsons went live, and they actually took phone calls last night.
Hello. I've gathered you here because I have an important announcement. This is the last episode of The Simpsons. It's been a great run. Just kidding. The Simpsons will never end. Now I've told you 2 lies. And to prove that we're live, on Saturday Night Live, last night, Drake was terrible.
Roll the film.
Joliet Boy versus the Normal Boy.
This is a public disservice announcement. Joliet Boy versus Normal Boy. This is meant to help the inbred children of Joliet, Illinois improve their status in life and learn something.
We begin with the Normal Boy.
A normal boy never looks at the sanitary napkin receptacle.
Ew.
A normal boy never puts panties or lipstick on animals, even for fun. A normal boy only strokes farm animals about the face and certainly never below the neck.
What did you just say, Mike, under your breath?
Unbelievable.
Whiskey Shark looks like he's an inbred mofo to you?
Wow.
Come on. What is that?
So out of line.
Bowen has a little weenie. That's our leader, man.
Oh, wow.
That's our leader.
That's right.
Uncool, man.
How dare you?
That's our leader.
Making me feel really uncomfortable.
So this guy, how much, you just get laid all the time, aren't you? Look at you all puffed up.
I'm trying.
That's all he
He's
thinks
the Tinder
about.
king.
He is the king of Tinder.
Swiping right like it's...
Dude, I'll tell you what I love is Grindr. Have you ever...
Wait, you're on Grindr? That's a gay site.
What is...
What? Gay guys.
No, I meant to say Tinder. Did you see this guy was in a coma for a long time, and he woke up, and this is me. This is me.
Yeah.
After dieting or whatever, or just getting stoned, there's one thing. If I came out of a coma, I would want one thing, and here it is. And this is the brother, 35-year vet, not a guy that works on dogs. He was in the Army, and he went into a coma.
A co-worker and a friend was visiting him and saw him with his eyes open, called in the nurse. The nurse started communicating with him by blinking. Blink once for yes, twice for no, like right out of the movies. And there he was, just no explanation whatsoever. They let him eat a cheeseburger for the first time, and then it was just a snowball from there. He was ready for Taco Bell. All of us have been ready for him at Taco Bell. His progression so far has been...
What is it about... There is some connection between marijuana and whatever they put in Taco
Bell. Absolutely.
It's just so good. Oh. Let me ask you something, Pike. You think it makes you a big man to put Shark down?
What?
And Peter Bowen?
Just because you drink protein shakes and he drinks whiskey? You're better than him because of that?
Hey, dude, I'm doing creatine today, man. Let's work out. you think because you're in shape and you have sex all the time and your show's number one, you think you're better than Whiskey Shark? Huh? Let me tell you. I want to... What do you think? You said you admired me and you've studied my career somewhat. Mm-hmm. You know then that I've gotten this successful by lifting everybody up.
Right. Just pushing them over.
Lifting them up and taking them right off the cliff. Right.
Yeah. Don't browbeat people and belittle them. It doesn't make you bigger. Okay? Lift people up.
You learned a very valuable lesson today,
Hey,
Pike.
Al.
Yeah. Yes.
Your black stub looks good today.
Thank you very much, Mancow.
That's what I do.
That's
what I do.
You put jelly on it.
I'm sorry you lost your foot to diabetes, Al.
Thank you, Mancow. I appreciate it.
See? That's how you do it.
He's nice.
not whispering and shifty-eyed. Hey, did you notice that Peter Bowen looks like he's a little weenie? Pike is a drinker. This is a rock and roll station. To be honest with you, I wish all of us did coke and drank and, what is this in 2016?
You should do a lot more.
Like it's bad that we're drunk on the air? That's a badge of honor, you punk. I don't know. I only drink creatine. I don't know. I did my testosterone shot yesterday, and I started getting all aggressive. Forgive me.
Stuff through a needle.
Forgive me, Whiskey Shark.
Sorry, commercials.
Tomorrow, brother, you know who's here all day tomorrow? Your hero. The game.
Oh, really?
The game tomorrow, all day. All day.
Neil Strauss.
Neil Strauss, the game. If you're a single man and you want to have sex with more women, tomorrow's show, I'm telling you, we've been working on it. All secrets will be revealed.
That guy wrote the book.
No, I'm telling you, he wrote the Bible on it. Yeah. Mike is up next. What a bastard.
This has been the Mancow Morning Show podcast. You can actually be part of this cluster by calling the show when it's live. Weekday mornings, 5:30 to 9:30 on 97.9 The Loop.